Colorado Rapids, looking to spoil the night in the City of Angels.
It's a golazo from David Martinez!
LAFC battle the Rapids. Coverage begins Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN.
Here we go, Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr and Sweet Tea Travis Rogers. Let's do it. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is on for your Monday.
I'm a chivato.
Yes, 420, April 20th, 2026. Hopefully you had a beautiful weekend. Time for the No Stress Sports Talk Express. And how's it taking me so long to call it Baby Whale and Travis? DeMarco Farr, Baby Whale on social media. The Baby Whale and the Sweet Tea.
Oh, shut up and leave me alone.
You know,
already start with me. Why don't you shut up?
And Marcas Grant's here on a Monday. We'll recap Lakers' big win Saturday night against the Rockets. Lakers 1-0 in the series. What will happen tomorrow night? Plus Dodgers-Rockies. You know, Marcas Grant hosts the Blue Review each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with Gregory Arthur Bergman on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Marcus is going to tell us what happened with the Dodgers in Colorado.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
Kings had a tough road in Colorado. They'll get ready for playoff game number 2. And LAFC loses their first home one. And, of course, we're going to put a smile on our face because we got Young D, DeAndre Hawkins, and producer Laura Romo, and you, plus the social team in the back. Let's do it.
It's another thing to hear it from the TK421. So let me just pop in this 8-track, and you just give a listen and tell me what you think, okay?
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Your Monday afternoon with Baby Whale right now.
He just found the baby whale thing, I guess.
He almost gave me a heart attack.
Yeah, you're a jumping man.
He's in my head.
You're
he's
a
in my
jumping man.
face.
He's over here with DeAndre in the crop top.
Bruh, look,
DeAndre looks good.
You got to let me know when he's doing that, DeAndre. Dude almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh, he's touching him now.
He's rubbing the hamster.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Let them do it.
I will go to HR on your behalf if you want me to.
Oh, my God.
I saw it.
He could
I saw it.
He's like, I saw it.
I saw it. If you want to file a complaint, I will stand. I saw it. I will tell the truth in front of a judge and jury. Yeah.
That's a witness. Yeah.
How you guys feeling today?
Feel good.
Terrific. Yes, sir.
Good weekend?
Terrific weekend. Had a great weekend. Okay, so you've heard me do the thing on Instagram at Baby Whale. What's my Instagram?
It's
at Baby Whale.
Yeah.
At Baby Whale.
When I say get your ass up,
Sure.
and I've been telling you who I've been talking to. Well, I didn't tell you who it was. I'm talking to my brother.
Okay.
He actually got his ass up.
Oh,
so
good.
we went on Sunday and walked. He walked a mile and a half. Now he needs to lose some weight.
Okay.
But a mile and a half in under 25 minutes.
Good for
All
him.
right.
And
There you go.
that's with 4 sit downs for a minute.
Okay.
So we kept the pace, and then we stretched, did some abs, whatever.
Was he sweating up pretty good?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was hating it. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it's the beginning stages of walking.
No judgment. That's
You know
great
this.
news.
So as we're walking, he is just bending my ear with all this golf nonsense. Right. See, golf this.
Go
Golf
on,
is
tell
about
me
that.
more.
Golf is about this. Golf is about that. You know how you golfers are.
Yeah, we can get into it.
And as we're getting around, I think, lap 4, and he's heading somewhere with this, and he sits down and goes, okay, I'll keep doing this if you come play golf with me.
Great. I love this. You can motivate your brother to get healthier.
You don't seem
can
all that
learn a new
excited.
sport. This is a win-win. I don't hear anything I don't like.
You know how I feel about golf.
We're going to get you on the right side of that equation. This is great news.
That's
Good job, Mario.
It's a great deal.
Good
right?
job,
it's
Mario.
A great. I
Yeah.
figure it's a good trade-off. He
Yeah.
wants to go play golf. I have to play at least twice a week with him.
Oh, twice
that's
a
a
week.
lot of golf.
That's a
Is that
lot.
what- That's what he does.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you
I said once a week. How about that?
that's a lot of golf.
That's a lot of golf?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean that in a good way. Like
But I
twice
think-
a week
I
is
think he's
that's like
serious.
retirement.
Like
that's
I have
terrific.
to play to get him to work
He
out.
still works, right? He's not retired?
He still works.
Yeah.
So
He's getting out
every
twice a week?
Saturday, I think we're going out. Yeah.
Okay.
Terrific.
But twice-
I hated it.
Twice a week's a commitment, though.
It is, but I'm happy. I don't want to golf, man. It hurts. Golf is painful, bro.
I mean,
You're
like,
doing it wrong.
Physically
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
emotionally?
You both. I don't leave a golf course happy.
Very few people do. So don't let that be your
Here's the thing.
discouraging factor.
I will tell you what somebody told me many, many years ago. You are not good enough at golf to be upset about not being good at golf.
Best advice you'll ever hear.
I understand that. But I think it's a good trade.
That
I thought you'd be happy with that.
I am ecstatic
I'm not
about
happy,
that.
but I'm going to do it.
What, Marcus, what you just said, somebody told me that when I was maybe 25 or so, and I was kind of grinding it out. I wanted to be good at it, and I hit a bad shot, and I get upset and probably threw a temper tantrum or whatever it was. And somebody goes, you're not nearly good enough to get mad about this.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, that's really good advice.
That's pretty good advice.
That's really good advice.
Yeah.
Like, we're not playing for money. We're not playing for our livelihoods. We're going out there to, like Ireland said, have a worthy splash or two and have a nice Saturday afternoon.
I'll try to get there.
Yeah.
I'll try to get there.
Remember,
I got frustrated watching you play.
Why?
I don't know.
You got frustrated watching somebody else play?
The goal is to get this ball in the hole in 4 strokes, right? That's what it says.
Yeah.
Par 4.
Yeah.
Right.
So anything over that is failure. I don't deal with failure.
No, it's success on a sliding scale.
Yes.
I need to golf with you guys.
Yeah.
But I thought you'd like that.
That's great news.
Yeah, I thought that was
great
fun.
news.
Yes. I was happy about the 25 minutes.
That's terrific.
And he was huffing. You know what he said? I told him, like, one lap, we got to get your knees up, and he didn't want to do it. And I'm like, why don't you want to do it? He goes, because I feel stupid. Right. You got to get over people looking at you.
Yeah.
He used to be an athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to get back to that.
I walk around my neighborhood every day staring at the ground like I'm 150
There
years
you
old,
go.
and I've gotten over the fact that people are probably giggling at me.
I
when
hope
they
he
see
likes
me.
it. How was your weekend?
I had a good weekend. I got out. I watched a lot of baseball this weekend. I took in 2 UCSB baseball games this weekend. Went out to dinner, had our event out at the golf course on Friday afternoon. Yeah. I knew it was a good weekend because going from Tarzana, where we were, all the way down to my house could have taken a day and a half.
Yeah.
And it was kind of sort of halfway decent. I'm like,
it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
No.
So it was off to a good start, and a couple of baseball games, rode the bikes both days. It was a huge win.
Nice.
Huge win.
Nice. Marcus?
Also,
I'm sorry.
I'm going to interrupt you guys
Yeah.
because you know who's having a great day?
DeAndre with the half shirt?
I mean, maybe 2 possibly. But Wembanyama, he just won the Defensive Player of the Year, the youngest player in the league to win the award, and it was also unanimously.
First unanimous player.
I don't think he's waiting.
No, I don't either.
I know we have a line of succession, right? Like, you pass the torch. There are some people who could give a crap about the torch and go take it. I think he may be one of those guys.
Oh no, I think we are not far from the Wembanyama era starting, if it hasn't already.
Right.
We're knocking on the door of that.
Could you logo him, silhouette him? Because Marcus has this cool Jordan flight shirt on, and I'm like, what a time to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we may be entering the Wemby era. And I wonder, can you silhouette him? Can you silhouette a Giant?
There will be a moment where he has a dunk or a block or my guess would be it would be a key moment, a block where his hand is 9 feet above the rim.
Yeah.
You have the rim down here and his hand's up there. So there will be a defining moment. Like the Jordan thing was, presumably from the slam dunk contest, the Shaq thing, the 2 hands pulling
the grace,
so
the beauty.
They'll be there.
Shaq's silhouette was him cramming. It captured him perfectly.
Right.
I don't know how to capture Wemby because half of that is on the defensive end.
I think it will be a defensive capture. Whatever the defining moment for him, I think it will likely be on the defensive end. Because honestly, you think about LeBron, like the defining moment, like incredible block by James, the chase down block in the finals. Like that was a defensive play that, at least in my mind, that's the first play I think of when I think of LeBron James was the chase down block.
I wonder if I can pick him out.
Sure.
Like they do that on Twitter sometimes when they block out the color and you don't know who the player is.
Yeah.
And you have to guess by game. I wonder, could you do that with LeBron? I guess you can instantly pick up who he is by how he plays.
Maybe. I mean, Wemby you could because he looks like Slender Man.
Right.
Like, he's an alien.
All of a sudden the ball just stops 11 feet in the air and goes the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
He just needs to win one, and then we're off to the races. Until then, we're waiting around, but it's going to happen. It might happen this year.
Well, that's the fun part about us talking about the Lakers and the Miracle. And just to be clear, when we said Miracle beating the Rockets, we did not have KD getting hurt.
Right.
I mean, that's lucky as all get out.
It's very fortunate turn of events.
But if they pull off the Miracle, who are they meeting in the next round?
Worry about that in the next round. Honestly, honestly, whatever happens, and who knows who's back by the next round? Who knows who the other guy has by next round?
Excellent point.
It is let's figure out how to get through game 2. I asked Ireland this when we were kind of crossing over there for a second ago. I'll ask you guys the same question. What we saw on Saturday evening, was it more what the Lakers did really well? Was it the fact that the Rockets couldn't throw a rock into the ocean, or was it both?
Both.
Yeah.
I think it was both. I mean, I think the Lakers got the huge game from Luke Kennard because you needed a big game. You needed a big game from somebody not named LeBron James. So you got that from Luke Kennard. But you also got the Rockets who couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat, right? And I think when you look at everything else that happened in that game, the Rockets crashed the glass. They got points off of turnovers. I mean, they dominated in most of the team statistical categories. They just couldn't shoot. And so that's sort of, I think, it all worked together to the Lakers getting win one.
They got out rebounded
by a mile. And won the game. I think it was, like you said, a little bit of both. Houston just couldn't shoot. And if KD doesn't play the series, the Lakers should win. They have the best player on the floor. That's just happens to be old. That's true. They do have the best player in the series if Kevin Durant is not there. But again, the drop-off from him to the next guy relative to the other 5 guys over there, it was a really weird deal. We'll get into this and we'll kind of go over all of it because I think there was a lot of stuff. And look, who cares why they won? They did win. It allows them to go into game 2 with a little bit of confidence. I think there's some very good stuff.
Not matter.
But there is also a lot of underlying metrics that lead you to believe that may be very hard to run back even without Kevin Durant in the lineup. We'll get into all of it coming up in just a bit. It is NFL draft week, right? What will the Rams do with that 13th pick on Thursday night in the first round? We are all over 2026 NFL draft week on ESPN LA, powered by the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie, the chosen legal partner of the Los Angeles Rams. You can call Jacob at 1-800-345-6789.
Let's not forget Chris rubbed his stomach.
I'm ready to testify. That seemed like an assault.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Or he let Chris rub his stomach. How should... Well, it depends on how you look at it.
No, but here's the thing. No. As a superior, you know, DeAndre is in a compromised position.
You're right. He was frozen.
Yeah, when this is how these power dynamics work. You got to take these into consideration. DeAndre was a victim as far as I could tell.
You're right.
Yeah. Right there with look, time and date. I saw it at about 3:16, and it's I'm here for
Travis
you. Just
is juror number 1.
Yeah, you don't want me on that jury. I've already made up my mind. Yeah, I don't need any more testimony. I'm ready to go. What did the Lakers get right? What did the Rockets get wrong? That's coming up next. Marcus is here on a Monday. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs roll on, and the intensity is rising.
Stolen by LeBron. LeBron on a breakaway. Slam dunk.
The Los Angeles Lakers return to the court for Game 2 against the Houston Rockets at Crypto.com Arena. Every possession matters. Every moment counts. It's Lakers-Rockets Game 2. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 6 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondering Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondering Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondering and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4 cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Call Jacob. Hey, Cap. Every day we talk about how challenging it is when you get into an accident. Obviously, you're dealing with the emotional aspect of it. Your car is totaled. So when your car's totaled, who do you count on, Cappy?
You count on Jacob and Ronnie, and you call them at that number that everybody knows because there's billboards all over town. Everybody knows this number, 1-800-345-6789. That's right.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You got to call him because you're going to start getting calls from all sorts of other people. Like an adjuster calls you. Who are you going to count on when the adjuster calls you?
You're going to count on Jacob and Ronnie. And here's the thing. Don't talk to these adjusters. Don't all of a sudden start telling them, oh, man, I know this is my fault. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Don't talk. Do not talk. You call the number, 1-800-345-6789, and you let Jacob do the talking. You call Jacob, 1-800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob, 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked.
Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on this.
Let me be very, very clear.
Yes,
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Do you remember Nancy when
Okay,
she
wait.
used to rule?
Hold on. Real quick. Remember that story that we cannot repeat that I told you about the place where I used to live?
Yes.
This was during that time.
Oh.
Yes.
I like how now the listeners are like, what the bleep are they talking about?
I told them a dating story.
Wait, does Travis not know?
I think I might have told him
On
off
the break.
air once.
Oh, Travis, good.
Yeah.
DeAndre's face.
Catch you by surprise,
It
Steve?
did catch you by surprise. I'm telling you right now, it really did.
Yeah.
Those are good stories usually.
Yes. It was during this time. This
Ah.
yeah.
Did you know that, Trev?
No, I have not heard that
Oh,
story.
now you have. I told him in his ear.
So you said 2002, right?
Yeah.
So this is a year, less than a year removed of someone stealing my lawnmower.
Okay.
So I'm out with a vengeance.
Yeah.
I was everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, his ex-wife has his mower.
Oh.
She took my mower.
And sold it.
That just sounds like spite,
No,
right?
she didn't sell it. She
Oh.
gave it to her cousin who sold it.
Oh.
Yeah. The cousin who I thought I liked should have gave it back, right?
Yes, he should have sold it to you.
He should
for
have sold
nothing.
it. He should have gave it to me.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my mower.
I sell it to you for a handshake. Here's your mower
Thank
back.
you.
Yes.
Here's your mower. I know how much you
Indeed.
love it. Yes.
All right,
And he sold that thing.
I want to get back to the Lakers here very quickly, but Marcus, you said there's an Edwin Diaz. We know did not pitch well yesterday. We know that the Dodgers were taking a look at him. We know that he had loose bodies in his elbow and was placed on the IL, and now we know.
The update via Fabian Ardaya of The Athletic, he will undergo surgery on Wednesday. Dodgers say he is expected to return during the second half of the season. So they're looking at about 3 months or so for him to be out.
That's a big deal.
Big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, you look nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not nervous, but
you look terrified.
It's funny, and we'll put a pin in this, and we'll circle back to it in a second. But this is the first real thing that makes you go, okay, all season long. The Mookie thing was just whatever. Blake Snell being out is kind of whatever. Those guys are going to come back. They're going to be really good. The slow starts of Sasaki's even kind of a whatever, quite frankly. But this is the guy they spent a lot of money on.
Yep.
They went out and got him to try to, take some of the pressure off of Tanner Scott from last year, and that he's going to miss half the year. That's something for sure.
Well, I'm hoping Tanner Scott has that Blake Trinan-esque bounce back.
Yeah.
So far he has.
Until yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope he has that bounce back.
Yeah.
But like I said, you look like you're sweating bullets over there, Mr. Dodger.
They'll be just fine. But here's the other thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they went and made a move either. Like this is how they operate. They don't just kind of get by. If they think they can get better, they will.
Well, dang it. I know we got the Lakers to talk about, but I have a question. What did you guys think of Roki? No, still. I mean, you said at least throw strikes.
He did.
Ish.
He
Yeah. It was
lowered his ERA.
It's hard not to.
Okay.
Yeah. Just by having a heartbeat and taking the mound was
very nice, doctor.
likely to lower that. I think he'd had a series of Fs leading into that start as far as his report card goes, and I think that I'd give him maybe a D+. It was better.
Not
it was better,
enough.
but
Okay.
it wasn't. Marcus.
It feels like we're running in place with Roki.
Yeah.
Right now. Like there are things you can sort of squint and say like, all right, I can see something there, and then there are things where it's just like, what's happening? He was closer to the strike zone yesterday. At some point, the Rockies decided we're just going to wait you out.
What's interesting to me with him is that the first 3 innings, he was very good.
Yeah.
And he was kind of cruising along, and he looked like he was in command of what it is he was trying to get done. And then he just lost it. And when he loses it, he does not get it back. Like even a great pitcher like Yamamoto or Clayton Kershaw or Blake Snell, they will have moments where they lose it. It's just that they're able to find it again, or they're able to kind of ham and egg their way through a game or an inning or whatever until it kind of comes back. Sasaki hasn't learned how to do that yet. And that's not even a criticism. It's just more of an observation that I think he will learn it.
He's young. You have to let him work through it. And if weren't we talking about last week that Wrobleski's next outing was kind of like a shot to
pitching tonight?
Like, look, this is how you're supposed to be. This is efficient. Yeah. But you have to give this kid time to develop. And it's not killing you, struggling. That's what I mean. That's the whole point.
It's an interesting, like, Ireland floated this during crosstalk, and you said no, Marcus, and I agree with you. But the idea, now that Diaz is gone, we saw Sasaki have some success in a relief role last season, more out of necessity than everything else. Obviously, they signed him to be a starting pitcher. I know there are aspirations as he becomes a starting pitcher, but let's say he continues to look like he has, which is not particularly good. You still have a vacancy in the ninth inning. Do you at least try it again, or do you can't move him back and forth because that's just not going to get him anywhere?
Yeah, and I think you've started down this path. I think you keep he becomes a reliever as that's the last stop. That's it. Like, we don't know what else to do with you. We're going to put you in the bullpen, but I think as long as they have some hope, he's going to be a starter.
How does that affect his development if you change him to a reliever?
It's a different mindset.
Just it's a different mix of pitches too. Yeah. Like, instead, you can get by in an inning with 1.5 pitches. As a starting pitcher, you're going to need 2.5 pitches.
So if I move him to a closer role just for the year, I've basically killed his starting career?
For a year.
Just for 1 year?
Yeah, I mean, you can always guys go back and forth. It's not unprecedented to have guys fill, usually not both roles in the same season, but Dennis Eckersley started as a starting pitcher, ended up as a relief pitcher. John Smoltz ping-ponged back and forth between multiple roles there. Again, these guys are in the Hall of Fame, so we're not talking about Roki, but he needs to throw the ball over the blanket plate. That's what he needs to figure out.
Eckersley the other day. He's in the Hall of Fame as a relief pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was
and Smoltz is not.
Smoltz is in as everything.
A starter.
Smoltz was a terrific reliever, too.
That's what I mean. It's weird how that – but if you can move him to a closer role if there's a need, I think he's earned it backwards. Like, you can't say no to this by how you've pitched as a starter. This is what we need.
It's interesting.
You know, I know the whole thing was you have to give me time to develop as a starter. Well, we have. Look where you are. We think you might be better here. Does that make sense?
I don't think they're there yet, though. I think, put it this way, if we fast forward to, let's say it's July 1st, halfway through the season, and he's still doing more of the same, and the Dodgers haven't found a permanent answer to their ninth inning, maybe at that point you say, hey, look, let's readdress this spring training next year. We still believe you, but for the time being, we're going to put you back here. We're going to see if we can rediscover some of the swag that you had, some of the success that you had. And if it doesn't happen down there, then it's a trip down to you-know-where and to try to figure it out. Because at some point, the developing on the big league stage may become a little trickier. Now that Diaz isn't around, maybe it becomes a little more competitive in that rotation because more and more guys are going to have to slide into relief roles. It's kind of the butterfly effect of when one guy goes down, now everybody else needs to do a little something different.
I told you, I'm just rooting for the guy because I saw him crying. He got me.
Yeah.
Stuff.
He's pulling at my heartstrings.
We're all rooting for him, just you know, watching the development, hoping it comes along. And just like I said, right now it feels like you're running in place.
I did get Willem Dafoe though.
What?
In the face. Willem Dafoe.
I know the actor.
I mean,
just compare them side by side for a second.
Willem Dafoe and Roki?
And Roki?
Yeah. Yesterday, watching him pitch, I got Willem Dafoe.
Okay, now I have to.
No, it's not. No, that's why at first I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And the more I think about it, I'm like, "There's something there."
You in uniforms, me in faces. Yeah, I got Willem Dafoe popped up. Just consider.
I'm listening.
Just look. Yeah.
All right. So let's say the Dodgers have a ninth inning lead tonight. Who gets the call? Is it Vezina?
I think it's Vezina.
Yeah.
I could see Tanner Scott getting some work in there too because he's been really good so far this year. But Vezina, the last week, 10 days, has been the guy they've been calling in that situation.
What was your scenario again?
Well,
what's the score?
I think the score. I think who's coming up matters. They don't have a lot of right. I mean, I don't think Will Klein falls into that role. I don't think Henriquez fills that role. Henriquez doesn't throw enough strikes.
Yeah.
Vezina is a strike thrower for the most part, but he also doesn't have typical closer type of stuff. It's a little bit different. The closer type of stuff is probably Trinan.
Yeah.
But Trinan is kind of Scott. You're a little. I don't know. A little kind of, like you said, Marcus, he's been much better, but until you see him in the ninth inning over and over again, you're not quite sure what it's going to be.
No, I mean, that's the thing. He hasn't gotten any of those high leverage ninth innings yet. They haven't given those.
Kind of used him all over the place.
They've used him, they've used him in the 6th, they've used him in the 8th. He hasn't gotten those big ninth innings. So maybe this is his opportunity to step back in.
Yeah, so Diaz is down for at least a couple of months, maybe as many as 3 months. Surgery coming up on
Do we still
Wednesday.
play the song?
Well, not if he's not there.
I like the song.
Yeah,
fun. That's one thing. I said the Padres. Who's their closer?
Mason Miller.
He comes out to Blind by Korn.
Yeah.
Instantly love the guy.
It's a really good entrance.
Oh my God!
It's a really good entrance. They call him the Reaper, and it's a good show.
Yeah.
Wow!
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Wow!
I don't know if it's Hell's Bells. I don't know if it's Enter Sandman or Welcome to the Jungle.
Trevor Hoffman with Hell's Bells was pretty legit. Back in the day.
Yeah, and Rivera, Enter the Sandman, really good.
Oh.
Eric Gagne with Welcome to the Jungle was really good.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you've seen Kenley Jansen now comes out to Earth, Wind, and Fire in Detroit.
Really?
Well, California Love isn't going to work in Detroit.
It's probably not going to work. It's
right?
What song?
In the Stone by Earth, Wind, and Fire. So you have the
Oh.
horns. You got horns and stuff. And I love Earth, Wind, and
pull that
Fire.
off.
It's not super intimidating, though, to hear EWF
No,
coming
it's a
out
little
the-
melodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've accepted.
Korn is the correct choice.
That's the one I want right there. Yes.
Dude, Mason Miller is from another planet.
Dude,
that guy
okay.
is unbelievable. All right, let's go back to the Lakers. Let's figure out what went right for them.
This is
That's
Kinley.
pretty cool, though.
This is how he comes out of the bullpen in Detroit.
This is very Ric Flair. Gold standard.
But he's not. That doesn't intimidate you.
No.
This
No,
feels
no,
like
no.
an after-school special in 1979.
The more you know, kind of vibe.
The song ain't scary. I am.
No.
I'm just, here I am.
Well, Kenley's not as scary as he used to be.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's effective. He is is he entered crafty territory?
Yeah, he's going to try to outthink you more than outpitch
He's
you.
going
you
to
know?
pitch.
Yeah.
How many saves?
A billion.
That's intimidating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but
He's
I mean,
got
Mario
belts.
Rivera's got a lot too, and if he walked out there right now, I'm not so sure. All right, back to the Lakers coming up next. What they got right, what the Rockets got wrong, and can they make them be wrong all over again? It is also a Reaction Monday, a Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday. We're reacting to the Lakers taking game 1 of the series against the Rockets. Reaction Monday is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the LA Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
One name sounds Mick Cronin. The other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty Man.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I get it, but if I have a chance to play for somebody else who I think is a better coach, I would go play for that guy.
But Mick Cronin versus Dusty May, it sounds mean, right? Like Mick Cronin versus Dusty May. Right? It's like that coach right there, that's Mick Cronin, and he's mean. And then there's Dusty May, and he's just so little dusty and just in May, the flowers in May, sunshine and spring.
Dusty May
Right?
did
What is that
coach
voice? I
FAU.
don't know. Mick Cronin. The other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty May. That's all I'm saying. That's why he went.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Providence Realty, DRE number 019-15-21-2.
It's spring break season, and I can't wait to party. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open 7 days a week. Rent a cabana or daybed. Cannonball!
Number 2.
Fuel up on the lowest gas prices than anywhere else at our travel center.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate. Earn entries now. Be here April 30th, 10 p.m. to win.
Morongo, good times.
I can't do it today. I already have plans.
something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection can save lives. Every screening, every result, every early detection matters. At Pfizer, we're fighting against cancer, aiming for 8 cancer breakthroughs by 2030. Join the fight against cancer and get screened at Pfizerforall.com/screenings.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
Thicker.
A little firmer.
A little firmer, a little thicker. And
I like mine a little firmer, too.
Yeah.
DeMarco and Travis continue.
A little thicker, a little firmer.
Here are the guys.
Even this would be better for 10 weeks.
Oh.
103 over and over and over
This is
again.
bench press day.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was your song that you're telling us about? Oh, Susu Studio? Was that what it is? Or
Wait.
No, it was the Phil Collins, the drum beat.
Oh, in the air tonight.
In the air
tonight.
In the air
Yeah.
tonight.
What it was.
I was like, Sue Studio's your workout song?
I never could play that song on the
That's
drum.
what, I knew we talked about both of
there it
those
is.
songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Both of those songs.
I never could get that one. But yeah, that right there, that would get you.
All right,
Yeah.
so the Lakers had 20 turnovers. They were out-rebounded by about $8 billion.
No business.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets had 27 more possessions. The Rockets shot more free throws than the Lakers, and the Lakers won the game. We've talked about this, coming into it, like, we're going to have to come in on Monday and say something weird happened, and something weird happened. Kevin Durant didn't play, and Luke Kennard had 27 points, and here we are, 1-0.
I never thought part of the miracle, LeBron pulling off the miracle, was KD not being on the floor. That was the biggest development of the playoffs, KD not being there. That changes the entire series. If he can't get back, if he's not there, then the Lakers should win the series. They have the best player on the floor.
Vegas says otherwise. They still think that Houston's going to win the series.
With you.
Yeah.
And Tuesday is going to look a whole lot different than what we just saw. They're going to come back at you. But it looked like vintage LeBron.
He was great.
He was. Setting up other guys. Luke Kennard went off. DeAndre Ayton.
Very good.
Jumped
Very
off
good.
the milk carton and balled a little bit. I mean, I think the way they played and the lift they get from winning game one, if KD is out of the series, they should win this series.
Well, see, I think the thing about it, though, if I'm the Rockets, what makes me a little nervous is that LeBron was good, but he wasn't superhero LeBron. He was, he was facilitating, 19 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds. It's not a superhero game by any stretch for LeBron, but they got the big game from Luke Kennard. You mentioned DeAndre Ayton showing up. Like, that's what worries me if I'm the Rockets, because you do wonder if LeBron has one of those games in his bag where he goes, 30, 15, 12, something like that. Like, then we really are in trouble if that guy shows up.
LeBron, I thought, was fantastic. And tell me if I'm wrong. Greeny said this, and I'm parroting. He said that was the best performance by a 40-plus-year-old in the playoffs ever, like surpassing Kareem. I didn't know that as I was watching. That might have been the best performance by an old guy ever.
I need to go back. I don't know exactly how old Kareem was, but there was a game 6 against the Celtics when Kareem was an older player. I don't know if he was in his 40s at that point.
I think that's the one he was referencing.
Yeah, well, Kareem turned back the clock one night.
Well, this was close, and I thought LeBron, like you said, was okay. The numbers were good.
Yeah.
The facilitation was there. But this is what I don't know. LeBron playing the way he played, Luke Kennard playing the way he played, DeAndre Ayton playing the way he played. I don't know if you beat the Rockets if they shot better.
That's where I land.
Same stuff can happen, and they're going to shoot better.
I'm thrilled they won. It was they pulled a rabbit out of their hat, regardless of why it happened. Who cares? They're up 1-0. That's all good. The Rockets played about as poorly as they could offensively. They didn't even crack 100 points. The Lakers had 107, which is not a ton. So the Rockets make a couple more shots. What did they shoot? Like 30-something% from the game? 37%. Yeah. That's not going to happen very often. A couple more of those baskets go in, even if Kevin Durant wasn't there. Like, if Durant comes back, I think we know what's likely to happen. Mm-hmm. But even without Durant, they probably should have won that game. They just shot the ball so incredibly poorly. They had 27 more possessions. They turned the Lakers over 20 times. They shot more free. Like, every number is pointing you towards the right. They just missed the shots.
No doubt. And Udoka, I think KD missing the game is actually his fault. Because when you're practicing, the one thing you have to make sure is no one touches your number one asset. It shouldn't even be close.
See the red practice jersey on?
Whatever. You shouldn't even be close to him. That's what I'm saying. But that's a coaching thing. Maybe Durant fell out.
Apparently, he dove on the floor for a loose ball. There's been some reporting that I've been searching.
I can't even blame KD. I would blame the coach. You're too important to be diving on the ground. We have to play you tomorrow. No. That should have been number one. Number two, he's going to come back at you. Absolutely, he's going to come back at you. He's going to. I think he's okay giving away game one just so he can get a look at you.
Maybe,
and he'll change things up on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, I can go back to Plan B, and I like that better now. Remember, the Plan B was extend the series.
Yep.
Not win it, LeBron. Just extend it.
Keep kicking the can down the road.
Right. So you got one. Maybe you luck into two. You open that Luka door a little bit more.
Yeah. This was best case scenario,
Luka and
right?
Austin. I have to mention Austin too.
Yeah. You get one at home, and you just sort of put the Rockets on their heels. And I think that's sort of the thing. I know we keep saying if they win tomorrow night, then it's a completely different scenario. I just do wonder with the Rockets. I mean, we didn't know about this till 90 minutes before tip-off. They had an inkling that Kevin Durant might not play. It just felt like
I'd be in shock, too.
It felt like they were as off guard about it as the rest of us were.
Right.
I'd be in shock. You find out your best player's not going right before you go out.
But that's not what they're selling us now. They knew that he might not play as early as Wednesday of Wednesday. So 4 days leading up to it. So I think you bring up a really good point, Marcus, because I think there are two really interesting things. DeMarco, you mentioned this. The lift that the Lakers get by winning the game, and quite frankly, who cares why? We won the game. We're up 1-0. Stand up a little taller. You feel a little better. You got a little swag in your step. You got a little confidence, and somebody with confidence is dangerous, right? Anytime you're feeling pretty good, more good things can happen. So I think that's great news for them. I think what else was good news for the Lakers is the Lakers had a week to know, hey, look, we're shorthanded. We don't have Luka Doncic. We don't have Austin Reeves. We're going to have to go about it. We're going to have to find a way to get Luke Kennard going and all these things. And they executed their game plan really, really effectively. They were prepared to play the type of game that they played. Houston, on the other hand, was not. To your point, like if you knew that there was at least the possibility of Kevin Durant not playing in game one, he did not get his team ready for that. They looked like they found out about it, to your point, 30 seconds before tip-off. And like, what are we supposed to do? And I'm not saying it wouldn't be a big blow. Like maybe they were hoping he'd be ready to go, but you at least have to get a couple of things.
Got a plan B in your pocket.
Something. And it didn't seem like they did at all.
And that's where being there and seeing Ime Udoka not making any adjustments, and I don't want to call him stubborn, but you can see that they have a certain type of way that they like to play. And the Houston Rockets, they struggle shooting the rock. And this is not a team that's like it's a surprise all of a sudden coming into the playoffs, because Lakers did have success against them in those two games in Houston. And remember we go back to that week where the Lakers were beating the Knicks, beating the Timberwolves, and we kept on saying, it's just a bad night.
Jalen Brunson.
It's a bad night for Jalen Brunson. Yeah. It's a bad night for Anthony Edwards. It's a bad night for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, at what point are we going to say the Lakers actually defended the ball really, really well? And they did.
You think that's what happened on Saturday?
I think they defended the ball. I think they defended the basketball really, really well. I think DeAndre Ayton did his job. And hopefully he can continue that throughout the series, because that's another thing.
Sengun's butt.
And he was able to keep Sengun in front. And I don't
know why I don't like him.
Who, Sengun?
Why don't I like him?
I just maybe because of the way he plays, or just his style, or how he looks and how he complains.
Maybe I'm taking KD's side on something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, like the Lakers played a really good game, and I understand that the Rockets turned the ball over. I mean, they forced the Lakers to turn the ball over, but watch the Lakers limit some of those turnovers. Watch the Lakers do make, they shot 65% from the free throw line. Watch the Lakers knock down some free throws. Like Lakers played, they had a game plan, they had a scouting report. And you can tell that even with Kevin Durant out of the lineup, they still followed up with that same scouting report as far as how they regarded Sengun. As far as we're gonna live with Amin Thompson beating us off the dribble, we're gonna live with Reed Shepherd trying to win the ball game for them, because that's ideally what you want. You're gonna have a game plan to take Kevin Durant out, and we're gonna force others to beat you. And the Lakers execute the game plan.
You have to wear the half shirt every day now. That was awesome. That was awesome.
The Lakers caught a lot of breaks. and they won the game, and it's all good, the breaks are not going to break your way over and over and over again. Like, can they play better? Can they rebound the ball better? Can they prevent some of the things that Houston did to them to turn it over 20 times? Like, they're going to have to get incrementally better in some of these spots because to hope that the other guy shoots under 40%, it's not a great plan.
I don't think if Kevin Durant is coming back on Tuesday, I don't think what he saw is going to scare him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a scary team. I think he can't wait to get out there. So I hope he gets out there for the sake of the series. It's more fun when it's LeBron versus KD. It is fun, I guess, for the Lakers for a hot minute when LeBron is doing his thing again and he's winning playoff games. That's a whole lot of fun. But for me as a viewer, I want to see him and KD face off one more time.
KD should take another couple of days.
Oh,
take your time. I'm thinking about the man's health. I want to make sure he's okay.
I'll say this as a fan. Like, I just want my team to get through. Like, hey, man, if your best players are there, then hey, those are the breaks, man.
We spent all year
talking
talking
the breaks.
about load management, and these guys don't play.
Look,
now you want KD to take the series off.
This is the whole thing. Load management doesn't work. Pitch limits don't work. Nobody knows anything. If anybody knew anything how to keep guys healthy, no one would never get hurt. And all that happens is everybody gets hurt. Yeah. Playoffs are different. My opponents should load manage in the
postseason.
Yeah.
Take some time off.
Just get right. Get right. The Far Side is coming up next. Marcus is here on a Monday. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Midweek battle in the heart of Los Angeles. LAFC returned to BMO Stadium with one mission: bounce back in front of the black and gold faithful.
BMO Stadium is absolutely rocking!
Standing in their way, the Colorado Rapids, looking to spoil the night in the City of Angels.
It's a golazo from David Martinez!
LAFC battle the Rapids. Coverage begins Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm.
Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of April 20th. First up, the NBA and NHL playoffs are taking over the Dome. And sure, you could sit at home watching on your 50-inch screen, but why would you? When you can experience every second on a massive 87-foot wraparound LED display. At Cosm, you're not just watching the game, you're in it. Every dunk, every hit, every heart-pounding moment feels larger than life. Craving that next-level game day energy? Then grab your crew and roll into Cosm for the ultimate playoff experience. And let's talk food, because Cosm is serving up incredible local favorites like ahi poke tostadas, Korean corn cheese nachos, and mouth-watering double wagyu smash burger. Pair that with handcrafted cocktails and kick back on the Cosm deck with a breathtaking 360-degree view. This week, enjoy immersive showings of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and the stunning Mr. A by Cirque du Soleil. So whether it's a family night, date night, or just a reason to get out of the house, Cosm has it all. Don't miss out. Visit Cosm.com right now for the full lineup of events. That's Cosm.com. That's your Cosm calendar.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text TIP to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text TIP to 215-215. That's TIP to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for The Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for The Far Side with DeMarco Farr, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
You're seeing it. You're seeing the Willem Dafoe, aren't you?
I hate that I am, but I am.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can't unsee it. Think Willem Dafoe circa Streets of Fire, one of those 80s movies. You'll see it. Yes. Well, if he turns into an award-winning actor and pitcher, we'd be happy, right?
Yeah, hey.
I just don't know where he's going to wind up.
Be a great character pitcher of the 21st century.
All right, so I got a couple things. Number one, it's funny when dynasties die or they start to peter out and then they die. The Warriors, the way this is coming to an end has got me so caught up, I don't know how to feel. And I told you, I have a long history with the Warriors. Yeah. That should be my basketball team. Until I told my family I am no longer a fan. I'm a Lakers fan. I had to do this in the living room with all my uncles, like dominoes.
Declaration.
Was this like a Thanksgiving, a holiday family thing, or what?
Dominoes. There's family. Everyone's there, and they're all Warriors fans. This is the Run TMC day. Run TMC. Yeah, those days. So I gave up then. The Lakers were popping. I'm down here. I'm with Magic. I'm with Kareem. This is it.
You had to come out as a Laker fan to your brothers.
Right. I sure did. And I did. So it's been an uphill battle ever since. But I do have love for the Warriors because they're my hometown team. So I love the Steve Kerr era. I really do. I have family members that can't stand him. And I'm like, he's got 4 championships.
6 trips to the finals.
They keep bringing up Mark Jackson. Like, this is Mark Jackson's team. I know. See,
does the fact that no one ever hired Mark Jackson ever again not speak volumes?
See, that goes nowhere in the domino room. Okay. It really doesn't. You know what they do?
Logic gets kicked out of the domino
room. They blame
room.
the rest of the NBA. No,
oh.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So, anyway, it's just the dynasty was fun. I think we still have a lot left to talk about in terms of who was the real king of the era. When you think about it, when you bring in LeBron and then Steph Curry. Steph Curry is hard to deny.
Sure is.
That was the thing about KD in the top 10. Do you take him over Steve Kerr? Not Steve Kerr. Do you take him over Steph Curry? Hell no.
No way.
Right. I mean, if you had one spot left and it's for LeBron or Steph Curry, right, you better think about that for a while. That's what I'm saying. So, but it's cool, and I hope they go out together. And I know that's impossible for sports. I hope Draymond, I hope Steph Curry, and I hope Steve Kerr all finish at the same time, but it's not going to happen. I think they deserve it. It's been a hell of a run. As a Laker fan, I'm glad it's dead. Yeah. I really am. But it also proves another thing for this year, because Phoenix put a whooping on them. We were all in Golden State's corner for a while. Steph Curry had turned back the clock. It was fun. Phoenix waxed them. And damn, did OKC just beat the snot out of the Sun.
Yeah.
There's levels to this. But going back, listening to Steve Kerr talk about, I don't know, I need a week to decide, that means you're already done. That means you're retired. We know this.
So Draymond said as much.
Yeah. I would bet that maybe out of the 3, Steve Kerr's done, Draymond's done, maybe Steph plays with a new coach. But either way, shout out to the Warriors. If that's it, that's it. That was a great run.
Oh, I loved it. Look, again, growing up with that team and, Run TMC was sort of my wheelhouse in, junior high, high school. I grew up where the best thing we had was being the team nobody wanted to play in the first round. So, the idea that they would get 1 championship seemed out of reach. For them to get 4, I have no complaints with whatever happens with this franchise the rest of the way.
Players have to do things to solidify their Hall of Fame status, even if it's symbolic, right? Big shot, big dunk, win a championship, whatever. Just to cap off the story.
Okay.
I thought Draymond doing what he did to Kawhi in that playoff game and just taking over the fourth quarter kind of solidified his Hall of Fame defensive guy.
Yeah, I think he was in anyway. I don't know if you can punch your ticket in a play-in environment.
But that's the one you can frame and say,
no, he did a great job.
Him.
He did a great job. Yeah. Where they are in the winding down of the Warrior dynasty is really interesting. I agree with you. It feels like Kerr has basically said, I've had enough. He's 60 years old. He's made a ton of money. I know he's in chronic pain with his back. He's talked about this before, and that job is brutal. That is a hard grinder job. I kind of like the idea you're saying about all of them getting an opportunity to go together. Here's the problem. Steph's still one of the elite players in the league. They're getting ready to give him a multi-year extension. Probably it's somewhere $60-70 million a year. He's not going anywhere. Draymond has a nearly $30 million player option that would be crazy not to pick up coming back to next year. So we're very likely to see a Warriors team with Steph and Draymond, and then whatever else they're throwing out there, Jimmy Butler, with a new guy on the sidelines. He's had it, and I get it, and I respect it.
Do you believe that after a certain amount of time, it is time for a new voice
I do.
in the room?
Yeah.
I do.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think at some point you've given all the speeches you can give, and everybody's heard I don't know if Phil Jackson's thing was handing out a new book to everybody every year or something. But at some point, no matter how well you get along with guys, it sort of rolls off, right? After a while, you've heard it all.
Yeah. You've heard, unless you are cycling the players out pretty frequently, I think that it's really hard to have the same guy. Even Pat Riley was the first person I ever heard say that after 10 years, it's kind of run its course.
True.
Like, it's like, you've heard my anecdotes. I've motivated you in all the tricks that I have. And, it's time to move on to the next thing and go build it again. And he didn't build what he built in L.A. and New York, but New York was successful. Miami, incredibly successful. So he clearly has the secret sauce, but he kept moving along.
Not that Golden State would ever part ways with Steph Curry. Never. He's never getting out of it.
I don't think so either.
But if you had a shot to get Steph Curry, I'd give you anything you wanted. I would. Because especially
I'd stop just short of whatever you want.
If I had the infrastructure that was a win now team and he was that missing piece, or he makes us a championship caliber team, I would give you my future in a heartbeat. Because he's going to age beautifully. He's a jump shooter. You know what I mean?
38 right now.
Yeah, I think he can give you another 3.
I think the only play either he stays with the Warriors and he finishes there.
Yeah.
I think he goes, if he leaves, it's like a place like Charlotte, where they're young.
Hometown.
It's hometown. They're young. They're on the verge of doing some big things. It's sort of like like Clayton Kershaw, right? He's like, if I leave, I'm going to the Rangers. So I'm going to go back home.
And you can't blame him for
going
home.
I think that's Steph. If I leave, I go to Charlotte because it's back home again.
He's not going anywhere. I think you said it right. He's their Kobe Bryant. He's their Magic Johnson. He's the best player in the history of the franchise. He's one of the best players in the history of the league. He's only wore the one uniform. He's a 4-time champ. He's to just go home and hang out in Charlotte. Like, I get it, but really,
it feels weird.
Yeah, it does feel weird. Like seeing Clayton Kershaw, even if he had pitched one season for the Texas Rangers, like,
it'd been weird.
Okay, I'm not going to begrudge a guy an opportunity like that, but just. How cool is it that Kobe's Kobe? That there's so few of those guys, and Curry checks every box.
You may forgive Kershaw if he said, "I just want to go pitch once in Texas. This is what I dreamed of doing."
Sure.
Stuff kind of comes in one year and then eventually goes out the other.
You clearly got the best of me.
Oh yeah, no. Again, I wouldn't be looking down my nose at it, but it would be kind of one of those. Man, I wish you wouldn't, but I get it.
No,
I get it.
I'd be mad. Look, I'm about to fleece these dudes for a lot of money.
No,
don't tell them.
It's one of those things where 10 years from now, you'd look back, you're like, oh yeah, he did wear a Ranger uniform.
You might forget.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I never liked that.
Yeah.
I never liked
one more thing. Do you guys know where I got the Baby Whale nickname? Did I tell you that story yet?
Tell me now.
Okay, so this is the beginning stages of football. This is like, by the way, I met a little kid who's 5 years old. Looks like Steve Avila now. Right, with the pants that, like, he's got the shorts on and they gather in the middle.
He's got the square head.
Oh my God! Yeah. I'm like, this kid's a football player, right?
Yeah.
And the mom's like, I'm not going to let him play. I'm like, you may not have a choice. You know what I mean? This kid is a born football player. But Baby Whale. Okay, so it started like him. I was telling this story. I started on the offensive line. I was a running back at first. I got 4 carries and fumbled the last one.
That was it?
Yeah, get your butt back on the line. Right. So I used to mess up blocking schemes, and they said, dang, you as big as a whale. Like, you got a baby whale with a pea brain, and it stuck.
And coaching was different back in the 80s.
Right, you can get away with that.
You could insult your players.
So there are pockets of people back where I'm from in Richmond that only know me as Baby Whale. As Baby Whale.
I have a question, with all due respect. When you were playing running back, was this like a refrigerator Perry situation, or was this you were the best running back option?
No, I mean, back then, running back was the thing. When
I know.
You were playing football, I'm Marcus Allen. I'm Earl Campbell.
But were
I
you
want to play running back.
a lot bigger than the other guys out there?
No, we're like 99 pounds.
Oh,
We have to be the same weight. So, this was 4 carries into my Earl Campbell. The 4th one, I fumbled.
I just picture the Kennedy High School coach seeing the 86 Super Bowl and going,
I got an idea.
Yeah, man, let's see if we can try something like that.
When I said I wanted to play running back, they gave me this look like, all right, here's your shot. Go ahead. Dive, pitch, fumble, get your butt
How
back
did the
in guard.
first 3 plays go?
I think I gained about 6 yards.
It's not a great average.
I was so scared running through there, Travis. I have my eyes closed.
I'm scared of watching football. Yeah, much less running through that hole. I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side.
I think I was screaming the entire. I don't know what happened.
Terrifying. All right, this is very good news, guys. Listen up. Pizza Fest is happening this weekend. We're going to have Steve Dolinsky, the founder of Pizza City Fest, and Esteban Gutierrez of Esco's New York Style Pizza. They're going to join us next. And I see a whole lot of pizzas in there, too. It's all coming up. Marcus is here on a Monday. It's the DeMarco and Trav afternoon show on ESPN LA.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Cappy was fired up.
Uh-oh, what happened?
About what? About his personal life, because his daughter made him do a bunch of stuff yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Well, I mean, I heard the story
That's why Cappy couldn't have dinner with Sedano.
I know. My daughter made me drop everything I was doing. Yeah, drop my whole life.
She made you?
Well, I mean, she needed me to, and I had to help. And I said to her, I said, Julia, I literally dropped everything I was doing today to focus on you, and it was not part of my plan. And she goes, well, yes, you wanted to be a father, didn't you? And I was like,
what an answer.
I was like, wow,
Man,
girl.
your kids have you
Oh, big time.
worse than Rachel.
So true. So true.
Well,
but it's her kid.
Well, I mean, you're a great dad, though, Cappy, because you drop everything for them, like they ask you to, and you say, yes, sure.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
Providence Realty, DRE number 019-15-21-2.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Midweek battle in the heart of Los Angeles. LAFC returned to BMO Stadium with one mission: bounce back in front of the black and gold faithful.
BMO Stadium is absolutely rocking!
Standing in their way, the Colorado Rapids, looking to spoil the night in the City of Angels.
It's a goal lasso from David Martinez!
LAFC battle the Rapids. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
By the way, DeMarco, I see you rocking that quarter zip today, man.
Am I making a statement with this thing?
Yes.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
It's a quarter zip. We've had these forever.
You and I have been wearing these for 30 years.
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
All right, this is quite possibly about to become my favorite segment in quite some time.
Yep.
DeMarco's already got half the slice down his mouth right now. Pizza City Fest is coming up here in Los Angeles, April 25th and 26th, right here at LA Live. Joined right now by Steve Dolinsky. He is the founder of Pizza City Fest.
Hello,
and Esteban Gutierrez, Esco's New York Style Pizza. Esteban, let me start with you real quick because you handed me 2 slices of pizza here and oxtail gravy for my pizza. You've just made a best friend. I don't know if you know this or not.
It's been all the rage. That's like the most popular new slice that we're doing at Esco's Pizza.
It looks amazing. I can't wait to eat it.
How did you come up with oxtail pizza?
You know what? I can't take credit for that. A friend of mine who runs Marta's Kitchen, we go back 10 years, and he's building a Jamaican restaurant. And we've been doing this collab for 3 years, and it just took off right now. Like, we had a video go viral, and, like, I kid you not, 100 phone calls, 100 people coming to the shop.
I bet.
It was crazy.
This
just like that.
Just like overnight.
Top of Mount Everest, I think I've had oxtail every way possible. Right. I never thought
to put it on a pizza.
And I'm so jealous. All right, why aren't you eating, Travis?
Well, I'm trying to talk a little bit at the same time.
Am I doing it
Steve,
right?
let me go to you. You're the founder of Pizza City Fest.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is. Tell us how people can get involved, because you gave me kind of a broad sketch, and you can eat as much pizza and have drinks as well for one stop, one price.
One-stop shopping, all you can eat and drink. I started this in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I live there. My son lives in L.A. I go back and forth a lot. I saw the tide shifting after COVID. A lot of guys pivoted to pizza. It happened in Chicago.
Really?
Way more than just deep dish, deep pan and tavern style. And I got to L.A. and I saw places like Les Sordids and Folks in Costa Mesa and Apollonia in Mid-City, and just all these amazing pizzas. And it's like, we could do a festival like this in Chicago. Why can't we do it in L.A.? And so we bring out these massive commercial ovens. We ship them cross-country from D.C. They're called Marafornis. And so we let these pizzerias do what they're really good at. It's baking pizzas live, serving it hot and fresh. Our whole thing is we bring the pizzeria to you, so you don't have to drive all over Southern California. We've got stuff from Santa Barbara to San Diego to the IE, and every kind of style. Like, we're having New York-style pizza today. Listen, 5-6 years ago, did you say you could get good New York-style pizza in Los Angeles? Absolutely not. You get a legit New York-style pizza now. In fact, this guy is going to be on a panel on Sunday talking about, the panel's called It's Not the Water. You can get New York-style pizza in L.A. It's not the water. Angel City in Venice is going to be with you talking, right? And Secret Pizza in El Sereno is going to be talking about his New Jersey-style pizza. So this really is a celebration of Southern California pizza styles.
So what is the secret if it's not the water? Because I've heard it's the water for, time after time after time. What is the secret?
Listen, I think the biggest secret is really, are you passionate about what you do? Do you love what you do? Are you willing to put in the extra hours and figure out a recipe that works, For me, it was the flour. I just, coming from the East Coast, I'm used to using... Back in the day, my father had a pizzeria. I grew up in a pizzeria. So, we used to use bromated flour before it was a no-no. So I came out here looking for the original bag of Bellissimo flour, and the guys are like, nah, you can't get that. And one of the rep goes down this, long story, and he's like, well, it's bromated flour, and they don't use that. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? That's what I want. And so, I used to work for a lot of people. So you pick up information over the years, and you figure out your own recipe, but you got to play with it. And to get it crispy, I'm a temperature guy. Like, I'm glad we're having this here in the studio, but, I want it right coming out of the oven, crispy. You got to blow on it before you bite it. That's what I want, you know what I mean? But, really to get that texture and the crispiness and the durability is about the flour.
I would never. See, I'd be ashamed to have pizza with him. He'd be like, this is nasty. I'm like, I'm enjoying it right now. So this is New York. Am I doing it right?
You're
New
doing
York
it right.
style is the
fold in half.
3-finger fold on the heel, absolutely.
There you go.
Look at how rigid. It looks like the Millennium Falcon, right? Look at how rigid that is.
It looks like Darth Vader's ship right there.
Exactly.
Yes, the evil empire.
This is more about the fermentation, the time you let the dough rest, and sort of all the activity. The yeast is eating the sugars, right, creating the carbon dioxide in the dough. You get that crispiness, that crunch. You're baking it on a stone deck, so you look at the undercarriage underneath the pizza. See those brown spots? That tells you it's had contact with a stone. You want that.
Hold on, let me write this down.
You want that.
It's all details. This is my favorite conversation in the
so
world.
The thing about this event is you're talking to the pizza makers, you're talking to the owners. How did you make that Roman style, Neapolitan style, Sicilian, New York? You're going to see 8-9 different styles of pizza, and you don't have to get nickel and dime. Every food festival I've ever been to, and this is kind of why I started it, I don't want to shell out $10 for this and $15 for a cocktail. I want to pay $99. I'm going to have as much pizza as I want from 20 different pizzerias each day, 20 different ones Saturday, 20 different ones Sunday, and then desserts as well, and all the drinks and all the beverages. Everything is included for $99.
Can I bring the kids?
You can. Yeah. We've got a kid's price, $59, I think, for 4 to 10 years old. 3 and under is free.
Okay, wow. you just planned my weekend.
Yeah, it's a great event.
All right, so what is the difference? New York style, Chicago style. How many styles of pizza are there?
There's roughly a half a dozen regional styles in the country. You could say Detroit,
What's a Detroit style?
Detroit style is done in a rectangular pan. It's deeper and thicker.
Did you know that?
It's got a
why
crisp.
Why am I not surprised?
It's got a crisp.
Is it true that they used to, because they're Detroit style, because the pan from the like GM, that's where all the pans came from?
The screws and the nuts and bolts, they put the pans in, and they had them at hardware stores.
No, is that the story? Well, I'm ashamed I didn't know that.
Yeah,
really?
1946 at Buddy's in Hamtramck. You put the brick cheese from Wisconsin around it, and you get that caramelized edge. It's called a frico.
Yeah.
So it's a thicker. It's like a Chicago deep pan, but rectangular, not round.
So Chicago is the deep dish.
Well, there's a couple different ones here. So I'm a Chicagoan. So there's the one that everybody thinks is deep dish is not. It's stuffed, and that's two layers of dough with the sauce on the top and the ingredients in the middle. That's like a Giordano's, a Nancy's. That's what we're kind of mocked for. But a deep dish pizza is actually the dough is pressed down into the pan and then pushed up along the sides and then baked, but it's almost like a crisp, tender, like a biscuit dough when it's baked. So you could pick up a deep dish pizza. It shouldn't be 8 miles high.
So what he's saying is, I've never had Chicago pizza.
Right. And there's actually the most popular is tavern style, which we are going to have at our event. There's a place here called Chai Pie. 2 ex-Chicagoans moved to L.A., and they're going to do tavern style. It's cut into little squares like your emos from St. Louis.
How did you know that?
Because I know pizza.
Wow.
That's another regional style. It's a thin, crispy, right?
So when they cut that pizza into squares, you should have seen my face. What are you doing?
Yeah, that happens a lot in the Midwest.
Well, back in the day in New York, you asked me to cut the pizza into squares. They're telling you no. We're not doing that. You can't have it like that.
And you can't cut your great Esco's pizza into squares,
So there's pieces with no crust? We don't do that.
No, what are we doing? Let's make sure we do it the right way. Pizza City Fest is coming up here at LA Live, April 25, 26. $99 get you in, get you all the pizza you can eat, all the drinks that you want as well. So how competitive do you get, Esteban? You're looking around and you see, like, how long is my line compared to this guy's line or that lady's line? Do you get pretty competitive in these environments?
Listen, I'm the newcomer and I'm here to shake it up. So, you know what I'm saying? I got invited back for the second time and I'm stoked. And let me tell you, when I came in and, the team last year was me and one guy and my wife and, the other guys was like, yo, where's the rest of your team at? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, oh, you don't know. You're about to get crushed here for hours. I looked at my guy. He's a strong guy. I said, you ready? He's not ready. And we were balling out, okay? And it was wonderful. But a real kitchen guy lives for that pressure. Yeah. You want the line. You can't see the end of it. You want to be going crazy. And real kitchen guys, you look at each other in the midst of all of that stuff, just like good ball players, and they go, you love this? And you're here for it. You love it. So I love every second.
Laura, he just asked the dude wearing a New York Yankees hat in here if he's competitive.
They warned me before I walked in. They say,
warn him. You're right.
You're gonna get a little flack about that. That's all right. I'm used to it.
I got a list of Aaron Judge questions we'll get to in just a second. Don't worry about that.
I should mention, though, a portion of proceeds goes to benefit Culinary Careers Program here in L.A. We went to the breakfast this morning. We award a scholarship every year to one of the culinary students. So you're going to have some culinary students helping you if you want this year.
Absolutely. Last year, I think I was so nervous that it's like, this kid can come and help you. And I was like, no. And then I immediately regretted it when I read the email thoroughly this year. And I was like, oh, like a culinary program for young people who are interested in cooking. Like, yes, I want that. And definitely I'm looking forward to, one, having some help. And then also being able to contribute to somebody else's culinary career. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great cause.
So, Steve, let me ask you this, and I'm going to take it off the board so we don't offend Esteban here. So, New York style pizza is unavailable as your choice. You mentioned that you're a Chicago person. What is your favorite style?
In the country or my favorite style overall?
Yes.
Yeah, I do like artisan. I call it artisan. It's really a thin pizza. It looks like this. It's got that raised heel around the perimeter, and it's thin in the middle. But it's got a little bit more bubbly, airy, crunchy, chewy, like a Pizzeria Mozza or this place, Folks in Costa Mesa, or Tribute in San Diego. They're going to be there. Just this interesting. It's got a lot of character, I guess, is the dough. It's got
Tribute. You name dropped one of my favorite places from last year. You know what I'm saying? I thought that they did a great job.
Tribute?
Yeah. It was very interesting. For sure.
That's my style. But I will say we have a lot of New York style pizza, not just this style at the event. But you ever heard grandma style?
No.
Grandma style. It's like a Sicilian, which comes in a rectangular pan. So it's a rectangular
Vito's all
piece.
over it. You know what I'm saying? Angel City Pizza, Vito, forget
Angel
about it.
City in Venice. So they do it's called grandma. It's a thin, crispier Sicilian. Doesn't have as much time to rise and get high in the pan, so it's thinner and crispier. But it's a rectangular slice all over New York City. Started in Long Island, I think, at Umberto's and King Umberto's.
Famous place,
yeah.
That was their first. Forget about it.
I like it.
Right there.
I like it.
Right there.
I like it for sure. So you mentioned there are drinks available. So if I'm having one of your pizzas, Esteban, what's the best thing to have with it? Is it a Coke? Is it a beer? Is it a glass of wine? What are we talking about?
No, I mean, listen, a great beer and a slice of pizza is always going to be. You know, if we're at the bar together, we're getting shots of tequila, though.
Oh, all right. With the pizza.
I'll look for you. Hey,
okay.
let's go.
Deal. Yeah. Sold.
Isn't Jameson one of our sponsors this year? We're gonna have whiskey and tequila. It's a good lineup.
Listen,
I mean,
just the event that you're putting on right here. I love the event last year. It was such a well organized, event. I was super impressed.
Yeah.
And then also, to be $100, $99 is a bargain.
Yeah.
Open bar and free food. When on a guy like me, you're losing money because I'm gonna have a blast.
I heard people were paying $14 a slice at Coachella last weekend. So I'm like,
Really?
come on, come to $99 for all you can eat.
25, you said?
25.
Wow.
$25 a slice?
Like
It
American
was out of
dollars?
control.
I'd rather
for sure.
starve.
No way. plus the free educational program. So like if you have one of those uni ovens at home or a Gosney oven or something, you want to how do I work this thing? We've got panels on how to make pizzas in that. He's going to talk about New York style pizza.
Yeah.
Nancy Silverton's coming from Pizzeria Mozza to
That's
talk
huge.
about the dough, and Aaron Lindell from Quarter Sheets in Echo Park, which is an amazing pizzeria. And I asked them to come. They're too small. They can't do it, but he's going to come speak. He does a Detroit style pizza.
How often do you eat pizza?
About 4 times a week. Yeah.
That's tremendous.
I mean, I got here late Thursday night, Friday last week. We did a bunch of live shots for KTLA. And right after the live shots, I went to Los Feliz to Old Gold, which does an amazing Sicilian. And they're going to be at our event this weekend. Old Gold in Los Feliz. Fantastic Sicilian.
I'm terribly partial to, a Sicilian pizza. My father did it at his place. And when I would do it in LA, I just, so many people are like, oh, wow, what's that? I'm like, it's a Sicilian pie. You want to slice it? They're like, no, it's too much bread. I'll take the regular one. And I'm like, damn, every time. But I mean, that's a staple in New York style pizzerias.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I didn't even mention Truly. On Saturday, I drove an hour and a half to Laguna Beach to Truly Pizza, which just opened up there. They're based in Dana Point.
Dana Point's by my house.
Yeah,
There's a line out the door every day.
But you commute here from Dana Point?
But let's not get into it.
Okay.
But yes.
Oh my God. But Truly is amazing, and he's going to be. He's doing.
We were doing well, Steve, and then you had to push on the bruise.
He's doing a Roman style thin pizza that's like thin, like a Chicago crispy tavern, but cut into these wedges, and it holds its shape. We talked about the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's serious Roman pizza.
You mean the Emperor's ship?
Whatever
Millennium
that's called.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Sure, there you go. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Sorry, the Destroyer, right? Not the Millennium
The
Falcon.
Destroyer.
Yeah, the
There you go.
Yeah, the
All
Star
right,
Destroyer.
Two things: Jets or Giants?
Giants.
Poor guy. My man. Second thing: what makes a good pizza in your eyes when you're making? Did you make these?
Of course.
Okay, so what makes a great pizza? How do you know when this is like?
Listen,
I need this to be eaten right now.
Well, I mean, just the idea of, for me, it's like the crispiness, and of course, so I cook high heat, like 600. And so if I'm, and of course, I'm a temperature person. I want it to be crispy. I want it to be not doing a flop. It can't be falling apart. I put a lot of toppings on my pizza. You know what I mean? We all work hard for this money. And if you're going to spend $7, $10, $15 in my place, it should be worth your money. So I put a lot of toppings on it. It's a little bit of garlic and everything. It's always good.
Love garlic.
But yeah, man, I mean, doing it with love, bro. These are old recipes. My father had a spot at this point.
You came up in the kitchen.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oddly enough, it's hilarious because he didn't want this life for me. He was like, don't make pizza. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, sent me to college. And then here I go. I took the long way around, but it's loving me back right now.
And you do that hand stretch, right? The old school.
I put on the show. We throwing it high.
I was going to say, how high can you throw it?
I'm hitting the roof.
Really?
Oh, forget about it. Yeah, the guys who taught me how to make pizza, that's how they taught me how to and they're having fun. And let me tell you, that's the other part of it, right? If you're having a great time, whoever's watching you make that pizza, they're already eating. You know what I mean? And then when they try that pizza, they're like, "Oh my, it's so amazing!" But they already got inspired by watching you have fun doing it.
Am I going to see that this weekend?
The tossing, absolutely.
Yeah.
They bring the raw.
Just for that.
Yeah, they bring the raw
we
dough.
cook on site. Yeah.
They bring the pizzeria to LA Live, and
He
they're
gives you
baking
a
it live
show.
in these ovens.
Say again?
He gives. So I was there last year, and I told Travis he had the longest line.
He did.
We literally had to get a little bit of a hookup from someone that worked at the festival because they're like, "Oh, they work for ESPN," and they killed the line for us because we would have never eaten his pizza. And they're putting on the show as you're watching.
You don't be talking trash about LeBron when you're doing it, though, right?
Not if you're in the line.
I'm just making
Walking by, maybe. Walking by, maybe. Pizza City Fest is coming up April 25th and 26th right here at LA Live. And
I'm there.
Esteban, I'm 54 years old. And today is the first day I've ever had oxtail gravy on a pizza, and I don't know what I've been missing my entire life. Wait, is that your idea?
No, so it's a friend of mine, Westside 5. He's an L.A. native, and at Mata's Kitchen. We've been doing a collab for 3 years, and they're, up-and-coming Jamaican spot. And we've been doing this collab and for 3 years now. And so, they come and they pop up at the pizzeria, and they sell plates and things like that. He's got a huge following. And then, 3 years ago, we're like, well, let's make some crazy pizza. And we started doing oxtail pizza and jerk chicken pizza. And just recently it took off. And I mean, it is amazing. It costs an arm and a leg.
Right.
It costs an arm and a leg.
Not cheap.
But let me tell you, I mean, in the pizzeria, like these are 20-inch pies. In the pizzeria, in the window, they're like 22s, 23s. So, by the time you get a slice, it's monstrous, you know what I mean? And then, of course, you get the gravy on the side. So, but yeah, all the rage.
In terms of the menu, we don't do any gluten-free or vegan options because we just felt like if we're going to do that, we got to do like 10 or 12 options. We can't do that. These guys are only making one flavor a day. So they're really focused.
Yeah,
so no gluten-free, no vegan. And then the way we curated is that we've got 20 each day. So half are going to be beef or pork, half are going to be without.
Okay.
So that I feel like if you got 10 options and you're only vegetarian, that's a pretty good deal.
I can't eat beef, just to be clear.
Yeah,
like,
so
I'm going to have some oxtail pizza.
But you'll for sure have 10 options you can have.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's important.
At the pizzeria right now, too. And most recently, we've been doing turkey pepperoni, too, which is like,
really?
huge. Yeah, I do it a couple of different ways. We do like a classic pepperoni pie but turkey pepperoni. And then I do like a turkey pepperoni with pesto pie. Yo, crazy.
Yo was right. Yeah.
Big demand.
Tell me more.
Yes.
Tell me more. Guys, thank you so much for
Yes,
bringing all
thank you.
this
Great.
in. This is delicious.
Jalen Brunson's too short.
Coming up 25, 26 here at LA Live Pizza City Fest. Just very quickly, Aaron Boone, how we feeling?
I mean, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? This is, as good as...
Did you think you were getting out of here?
Heroic.
He did hit the home run. He did hit the home run. That buys you a lot of goodwill. Steve Esteban, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Pizza City Fest, LA Live, April 25 and 26. All the pizza you can eat for $100. You get some drinks as well.
.com.
PizzaCityFest.com as well. There you go. Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it.
I was playing my whole weekend.
I was going to say, my
$99 for all you can eat pizza?
Sold.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sweet.
You know a guy, DeMarco. You know a guy for
I know
sure.
a guy. Okay.
Absolutely.
So when you see me in the back, Esteban, like when you're doing your thing, call me to the front. Yeah.
Let me hold
How
that.
worried are we about Edwin Diaz and who takes his spot? That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Mason in Ireland.
We had the dumbest call to the show ever. Calls and he goes, I told you guys, Dallas won the Luka trade. And I went, okay.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Tell me why. Because Luka always gets hurt. This is always going to be the way it ends, blah, blah, blah. And I said, if you could go back and undo the Luka trade. So in other words, we get Anthony Davis
and Max Christie
back, and we get a number one pick back. They keep Luka.
Right.
You would do absolutely. I said, you are, congratulations, the dumbest call we've had in the history of the show.
And we've had some dumb calls.
Off the top of your head, can you think of a stupider take than that?
That is peak dumb. That is as dumb as you get.
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events.
Baby, let's cruise.
You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
They told me you used to be hip, Trev.
Used to be?
Yeah, that's what they said. Like sweet tea used to be hip. Like you can get down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
I'm pretty comfortable wherever I need to be comfortable.
There you go. You should take him to the club.
Back to the guys.
You know, sometimes you're looking forward to something and it hits the spot and you're like, that was a really good deal. And then once in a very blue moon, you're looking forward to something and it just surpasses your expectations above and beyond. Those pizzas.
Big time.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, tell me the truth, right? Oxtail pizza, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it wasn't presented like this, would you have tried it?
Yes.
If you saw it on the menu?
I don't know if I would have ordered it, but I'm glad now that I know what it is, I would order it time and time again.
I would have, yeah. I'm an oxtail fiend. I'm a fanatic.
Are you really? Okay,
Absolutely.
see, that's the one. I'm glad that you guys have tried it. Now I would. It was presented, so I would try it. Now I would buy it. I would be the guy that would never try it just because of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all until you're missing it. You know what I mean?
Really good.
I bet it. I cannot wait. Save me one just to make sure.
Yeah, we got two.
I hate being the
pizzas in here.
vegetarian vegan guy now.
You're closest to the best thing that's happening right now is that they're on the other side of these monitors and I can't get to them.
That's why I put it there.
Yeah, no, it was very well
make
done.
my way in there, you know.
Did you not get any yet?
Not yet. You know, we good. We good. It's
Well,
a
you
big
still got
box.
your belly shirt on, so
Change
you
your
want to.
shirt.
I don't have the belly shirt on no more.
Oh, good. There you go.
Okay, how was the oxtail? Because I'm about to try it, and I'm a little nervous.
So good.
Yeah?
Horrific.
Okay.
Did you get the salt, the gravy
I
to go with it?
I did.
Drizzle a little bit on top. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then DeMarco, Kelly asked if you really want to go so we can make it happen over the weekend.
Really? Okay. We do have the draft
On Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. Are we going to camp?
I'm
I
not.
know Sunday I'm wide open. Let's make
Okay.
it happen.
All
That
right.
sounds
We'll talk during the break.
perfect. Yes. $99. Turn my kid loose, and I go the other way and have pizza. There you go.
By the way, the $99 includes some beverages as well.
Alcoholic, listen.
Right
I'm
here.
telling you, not because they just came through, but that place is packed. The food is good. The drinks are not like watered down. Because that's, when it's like inclusive and all you can eat, that's what you're a little bit worried. Like, oh, they're not going to have a heavy pour. I don't know if it's just because I talked to the bartenders, but hey.
I'm like Leonidas. All you
Hey.
all you can eat, all you can drink. We're going to put that to the test.
If we were just going out and we are going to do shots and I've had plenty of beer with pizza. I've had some wine with some pizza.
Never had tequila with pizza.
Me neither.
No.
Kind of curious.
I'm down to try it.
Maybe a balancing act there. Yeah, it kind of soaks it up.
Look,
you know?
It does.
I'm
Sure.
nothing if
It
not
does.
adventure seeking when it
Sure.
comes to ways to combine
go.
food and alcohol. I'm here for whatever you got.
I just like hearing them say, "Forget about it."
That was amazing.
No, Esteban's
Did you hear
funny.
that?
That was amazing. It was
Forget about
amazing.
it.
I went like this.
You're right.
That was great. I absolutely loved it. So Dodgers getting ready to take on the Rockies here, the fourth game of their wraparound series. Looking to get a split from the Rockies. Go figure. Baseball gets weird like that. But that's not the news. The news was yesterday, Edwin Diaz pitched very poorly, did not record a single out. Today, we found that they placed him on the IL. He has loose bodies in his elbow. They also announced that he will be undergoing surgery on Wednesday and will miss somewhere between 2 and 3 months of the season, which let's go on the long side. So that brings him back towards the middle of July, the end of July. That means the Dodgers are going to have to find somebody for the next 3 months to pitch that ninth inning.
Yeah, I mean, look, potentially we go back to Tanner Scott, right? Who was supposed to be the guy last year, had an awful year, midway through the season said baseball hates me, apparently. has pitched well so far this year. So I think, he gets an opportunity. I think Alex Vesia gets an opportunity. I think Blake Trinan slides in there. It sort of becomes closer by committee, which is kind of what we saw a couple of years ago when they won the World Series. So, they've got the arms to do it again, but definitely an unexpected obstacle, an unexpected hiccup at this point in the season.
Who gave it to God last year? Was it Tanner Scott or Mookie?
It was Mookie.
Mookie. You know you're having a bad year when that's where you go. But yeah, you can get through this. I do have a question though. When you signed him to 3 years, $69 million, you did give him a physical, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
So did this just happen?
I guess so.
Maybe.
I guess so.
Possibly.
It's only been 3 outings.
I know, and this is what's so terrifying about signing pitchers, just in general, and in particular relief pitchers. You almost assume that if you sign a pitcher to a long-term deal, he's going to miss some time, and you're never quite sure when it's going to come, but it's going to come.
Like even when you just sign him,
it could happen at any moment. Like what you could take an X-ray, an MRI, and it looks great, and literally a handful of outings later, it's like, hey man, my arm hurts and something's ready to go. And I think that's what this is. I think Scott is the best bet. I think he's got the best stuff for it. And what's interesting is he's pitched in 10 games this year. He's got a whip of just over a half. It's .577. His ERA is 1.04. He's pitched really well in his 10 outings. 9 of them have been pretty darn good. He had one where he gave up a home run. But, okay, that's going to happen every once in a while. And if you could get him back to where he was when they went and got him last year to come in and be their closer, and he does succeed, and he does regain his confidence, and then Diaz does come back at the end of the season, now all of a sudden you're playing 7-inning baseball games where everyone else is playing 9, and just like they needed another advantage. If they can get Scott back where he needs to be, forget about it.
Well, and I think what helps is that you have a rotation that, for the most part, leaving Roki Sasaki aside, has been good. And so if they can get you through 6, maybe even 7 innings, then that sort of helps mix and match in the back end of that bullpen. I mean, this is a team that's playing for October. It's just, let's just keep everybody relatively healthy. Let's make sure we have everybody ready to go once we get into like mid-September, early September, and then in October. So while this is an unforeseen circumstance, better to happen in April than have this happen in July.
I'm kind of rooting for Vesia.
He's a good dude.
I think everybody's rooting for Vesia.
For obvious reasons.
I think everybody is hoping for success, but
and there's nothing wrong with dare I say it, this is no knock, a junk ball closer, as long as you're having success.
Margins get really tight really quick.
I know, but it's fun.
For who?
For us, the fan.
Yeah.
When you junk ball through every save.
I'll take Mason Miller. Thank you very much. I'm good with that. I'll take
happy are you when he gets out of that?
No,
right?
what he does is he competes like crazy. Yeah. He locates really well. And if he's the guy that they try, I don't mind it at all. But usually those guys have, if they execute their pitches,
stuff.
You're out.
Yeah.
You're out. Looking at the TV right now, a little wrinkle in the Dodger lineup today. Dalton Rushing's going to play first base, which is interesting. He's doing the thing that every manager will tell you. If you hit, we will find a place to play you.
Spot.
We will find a spot, and that's what they're doing. And obviously, Freddie's on paternity leave, so there's a brief opening, and Rushing's going to get some more at-bats.
Well, and I think this is obviously for the short term, but I think if you take the long-term view of this, that might end up being Dalton Rushing's future at some point. I mean, Will Smith's going to be here for a while. That means he's not going to catch consistently. If he's going to get on the field, he's going to have to learn a new position. I know Freddie still wants to be here for a couple more years, but his time is starting to run short. I think if you're Dalton Rushing, you got to learn to play somewhere else.
Makes sense. I mean, what do you call guys like him? The 10th man? Sure. Another guy off the bench that hurts you?
He's in a weird spot because if he can hit, they'll find a. If I were Teoscar Hernandez, of all the people, that would be the one to be like, not quite nervous, but I'd be like, man, I hope he can't play left field.
Right.
Because if he can, and you got a left-right thing going on, Rushing obviously is a left-handed hitter. Teoscar's a right-handed hitter. Maybe it takes some at-bats away from him. Now, I don't know if I know they tried him in the outfield for a period of time. It did not go particularly well.
Wasn't great.
Yeah, like they say in Moneyball, it's incredibly hard. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's incredibly hard. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. But you hit, you're going to get in there. So Diaz down, Dalton Rushing playing first base tonight, and Justin Robleski looking to go back-to-back after a couple of really good starts on his part as well. Got a little tip or no tip coming up next. I don't have it unless you would like to bring it to me. And then
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I
Be my guest.
apologize. All right, top athletes, big moments. One night, the OC Sports Awards, June 18th at Angel Stadium is hosted by none other than Travis Rogers. Celebrate greatness and be a part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets now at the OCSportsAwards.org.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm hosting the OC Sports Awards.
You don't have
That's right.
that copy? You need to be telling me. You're doing the what now?
I am. It's coming up in June.
Look at you.
June 18th.
June 18th.
You got a suit ready?
I've got a suit.
Okay.
Is it like DeAndre's baby
Don't
blue
even
suit?
try it. Don't even try it. I'm feeling good. I've been doing good. I've been doing good.
No.
Yeah, it's not working this time.
Is it
you
like-
caught me on a bad day the one time. Yeah.
Is it like DeAndre's baby blue suit?
It's a blue suit. It's not
That's
baby
right.
blue.
Oh.
It's like it's not quite Dodger blue. It's somewhere between Dodger blue and navy blue.
Okay.
Somewhere halfway in
Nice.
between those two
Oh, okay.
things.
Royal blue.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Okay.
something in there. Yeah, I'm not nervous at all. I'll be totally fine.
at
Don't
all.
ask me again. Everything's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When they asked me to do it, I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds really, really good. And then I'm like,
Damn it.
Wait, what did I just agree to?
I don't know.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Everybody there wants you to do well.
I know. I'm looking
you'll be
forward
fine.
to it. It'll be a lot of fun. It's in my own backyard.
There you go.
I'm proud, like we just found out when talking to our friends. You drive from Dana Point? Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Travis,
I do.
by the way, when I walked him out, Steve was so embarrassed. He's like, they were like, oh, that was so much fun, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I think I just put my foot in my mouth when I talked about Dana Point. I was
no,
like,
no, no.
oh,
You're
no.
good.
Like, he was
You're
totally
good. You're
joking. I was like,
good.
don't worry about it.
It's just a long drive. I try not to think about it until I was went to the baseball game the other day, and I ran into an old friend. We were just talking, and he says to me, he goes, so now that you're on in the afternoons, like, you're done at 6? I'm like, and I said, yeah. And he says, you still live where you used to live? I said, yeah. He goes, so you just like wear it every day?
You
I'm like,
just wear it?
yeah,
Wow.
it's exactly old baseball guy.
Wear it.
Yeah, he goes,
Oh, my
you just
God.
wear it?
Just wear
I'm like,
it.
You just wear it
You
every
just wear it.
single day. Yeah. Little tip or no tip coming up next.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs roll on, and the intensity is rising.
Stolen by LeBron. LeBron on a breakaway. Slam dunk.
The Los Angeles Lakers return to the court for Game 2 against the Houston Rockets at Crypto.com Arena. Every possession matters. Every moment counts. It's Lakers-Rockets Game 2. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 6 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Inheriting a home can be overwhelming. Between repairs and the time it takes to get everything ready to sell, it can feel like more trouble than it's worth. That's where Seller's Advantage comes in. One real customer who inherited a home shared their experience, and I quote, "We had an inheritance from a relative. It would have taken us a lot of time, money, and headaches to get the property in shape to sell. I heard about Seller's Advantage from a radio commercial and decided to give them a try. Their offer was reasonable, and we accepted it. They took care of all the physical effort and legal complexities. We closed within 3 weeks. I would highly recommend them to anyone," end quote. No matter what your reason for selling, call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or use the website sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. Sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Providence Realty, DRE number 019-15-21-2.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Hey, Fergie, don't get in the way of my tits, okay?
Boiling
You do
hot.
your thing.
Go ahead. Don't get in the way. Go ahead, Chrissy.
Yeah,
Go-
it's
tell
like,
us.
listen, I'll let you know when you can join in. Don't put your hand on Cappy's thigh before I'm ready.
My hand's always all over Cappy's thigh, all right?
Oh, yeah.
So just
and,
relax.
And he tickles my feet, too.
That's
Don't
right.
forget about
You
that.
don't do that. You don't tickle the feet,
That is
Morales.
true. That is
Nope.
true.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. 0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. 4 o'clock in the Southland. You know what that means. Time for Tip or No Tip. Tip or No Tip. With producer Laura. Tip or No Tip time. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thanks, Chris. I am still scarfing down this oxtail pizza. It's so delicious.
Tip or no tip oxtail pizza. Tip.
That's a topping on a pizza that I didn't think I would ever want, and it's delicious, by the way.
It sure was.
All right, so something that I don't know how to feel about, Odell Beckham Jr. might be heading back to where it all started with the New York Giants. He worked out for the Giants and took a physical, and clear signs that both sides are exploring a reunion. There's no deal yet, but it seems like it might be going in that direction. So tip or no tip, this is nostalgia, not really a smart football move. And I'll start with who does not seem like they're eating. All right, I'll start with Trav.
I want to read something to you. Odell Beckham Jr., his last year with the Rams was in 2021. Of course, he got hurt in the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
So he missed the 2022 season recovering from that injury. He played for the Baltimore Ravens the season after that and caught 35 passes. Okay, so not a ton, but, working his way back. The year after that, for the Miami Dolphins, he caught 9 passes. The year after that, he did not play at all in the league last year. So he has not played very much football at all. Now, if you can get the last couple of drops of juice out of it, I don't think there's any harm in working him out and taking a look, but I'm highly skeptical that he's going to be able to come back. He just hasn't played any football in 4 years, really.
Yeah, I would give him a look. Like DeAndre said, that flag football game kind of turns some heads. If he's physically able, I would give him a look. It doesn't mean like I'm going to put him on my roster.
Sure.
He's going to make the team, but I'd give him a look. And he got suspended for those last 6 games of 2025 for violating the league's policy on performance-enhancing drugs. So he was suspended. If he has talent, if he can still go, like I said, when the Rams signed him way back when was that, 2021?
2021.
I went in wanting to hate the whole thing because all I knew is what I saw on social media. Then I saw the dude actually work, and I saw what kind of a freak he is.
Mm-hmm.
Hands-wise, big hands, long arms. Oh, I get it. That's why you're so freaking good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind giving that to Drake May for a while. Here's a reliable target, a guy that can handle it. But like I said, this is no guarantee you're going to make the team. But I wouldn't mind signing him.
You're talking about Jackson Dart?
Jackson Dart, excuse me. Yeah, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I don't hate it. He just hasn't played a lot.
Yeah, I think that's sort of it. I mean, who knows what he has left, right? I feel like, and this may just me being speculative, like the last best part of Odell Beckham that we saw, unfortunately, was in that Super Bowl, right? Where he is having a great game.
Balling.
I mean, like he looked like he was on track to be Super Bowl MVP, and then he got hurt, and it feels like that's the last real bit of him that we've seen. But sure, I mean, you figure it's not going to cost the Giants much. Why not kick the tires, see what happens? If it works out, great. If not, you haven't really lost much.
What's the guy's name that we had in St. Louis? Guy was terrible. Played for the Niners, and then went to the Broncos and had a breakout year.
Wide receiver?
Wide receiver. Out of nowhere.
Not Rod Smith.
Not Rod Smith. It was after. He had like 2 or 3 great seasons. Like out of nowhere.
Gadsden?
Nope. It'll come up and...
I don't know.
But anyway, you never know. You catch lightning in a bottle, you never know.
Laura?
Sorry, I'm very intrigued with the interaction here. So Chris is a little bit upset that DeAndre no longer has the the D shirt.
I was wondering,
he was assaulted early in the show, and he was trying to recover from it. That's what it was.
He's a little bit upset. So now they're thinking that because he didn't wear it the entire time for the entire show, that he might have to wear some of it tomorrow. I don't know about that. So tip or no tip on that, guys?
You've fulfilled your obligation.
What did Cat Williams say? You got to tell him no.
Look, especially tomorrow, game 2 for the Lakers. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm coming suited and booted again tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Same suit?
Now I got something different.
All right.
Yeah,
are you going to surprise us?
Yeah,
you look good, man.
You did.
Yeah, you look good. Effortless.
Did you by any chance, DeAndre, give the social team your picture so they can throw it on YouTube? Because I feel like we keep talking about you in a suit, but people don't get to see it.
I myself did not take any pictures. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was on the. If you can see it on the post game show at Beto. Yeah.
Travis and Marcus. It was Brandon Lloyd.
Okay.
Brandon Lloyd, like years of nothing, and then all of a sudden, 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Who was his quarterback? And was it Manning?
Nope, it wasn't Manning. It was another guy that was.
Was it Jay Cutler?
It wasn't Cutler. It was before him.
Jake Plummer?
No, not even Plummer. It was the
Brian
other...
Greasy.
Nope. What the other big guy?
Where are we going? Who? Are we gonna start naming?
We'll find him. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, guys. There are side conversations here happening.
He wants that shirt back on, doesn't he?
A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots might start to feel a little real. I don't know how DeAndre feels about this, but it's saying that it likely might happen after June 1st because of the salary cap rules. Both teams have already discussed the deal, and insiders say most likely that will be the outcome. So, tip or no tip, this trade feels inedible at this point.
Oh, yeah, tip. This has a whole other story attached to it, right? Yeah, this was kind of in the works for a while. And
they've been trying to move him for months.
And New England wants him. He wants to be traded. They are open to trading him, and New England, he's going to New England.
Yeah, no,
Anybody shocked?
No.
Yeah.
This feels done.
That's for Drake May. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I don't hate it for Drake May. I
Me
mean, they got to the Super Bowl with good but not great wide receivers, and you had a guy like A.J. Brown.
He's an upgrade. But
you know,
I keep saying this. Where do you rank him as far as receivers currently?
He's near the top.
Near the top.
Yeah.
Third football team. Why is that?
That's why, going back to what Marcus said a second ago, I think it's really interesting. I'm not so sure it is a great idea for Drake May. If he and May can develop a connection, then by all means, for sure, because he instantly becomes their number one threat, right? Without a doubt. He's their best wide receiver. They're going to play a very difficult schedule next year. They were a first-place team. Drake May, and I'm not throwing cold water on him being a really good player. He is a very good player. But what he's about to go into is very different than what he just came out of.
Oh, yeah.
A very different schedule with expectations for the first time, coming into where anything other than really good is going to be hey, what's going on there? A.J. Brown and I'm blanking on his name, the quarterback for the Eagles, Hurts. That Jalen Hurts clearly were not on the same page, right? So obviously Brown does not mind getting into it with his quarterback. So we'll see.
I would say this.
We'll see.
I think he would dominate the situation, and I think Drake May and Mike Vrabel would be smart. Just throw it to AJ.
Yeah, maybe.
That's your guy.
I mean, that always works.
When you get into trouble in Philly, that was the issue. Hey, throw it to AJ. Nah, I think I'll run.
Because they had too many targets in Philly. That's why.
Right, and you'll be the guy there. It was Kyle Orton in Denver.
Kyle
Orton?
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, Kyle Orton.
Boilermaker.
Right, that guy.
I believe he was a
Uncle Rico.
Boilermaker as well. We got one more, Laura? I keep asking you with your mid-bite.
I'm sorry. I try to gauge it.
Like a waiter in a restaurant. Like, hey, how's your meal?
I try to gauge it so much when you guys are talking. I was like, I can sneak one in, and it does not happen. I do have one more. So I came across this really cool Dodgers story. And opening day, it happened opening day. So a husband and wife were sitting near section 21, and they were talking about how somebody in front of them caught a foul ball, and they gave it to them because they were visiting and they were doing a honeymoon.
Oh, that's nice.
So now they have sent out a letter to the Dodgers saying, hey, we are in search of this man, because they never got their name or anything. So I just wanted to know, not really tip or no tip, have you guys ever been in a situation where you vibe with somebody so much, whether it was at a concert or at a game, and you just kind of forget to even get their name and kind of interact and get exchange socials at this point now, because we don't exchange numbers.
We hooked up with a couple on vacation, and we never got their name.
Hey now.
Not like that. Dang,
Chris is in the room. Chris is in the room.
There was a couple that we met on vacation, and we went to a dolphin excursion. We did 2 or 3 things together, and we never got their names. But they were cool. We were connected for that day, and then that was the only day.
Did you miss them? Or was it that was cool? I don't ever need to see him again.
We have pictures with them. No, it was cool. We have pictures with them.
Yeah.
They're in they're part of our vacation, but we don't even know who they are.
Can I just ask a question? what do you do on a dolphin excursion?
Baby whale.
I can hear Chris out there. You got to hold the dolphin.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Wait, really?
You're in this little wading pool, and the dolphin wrangler.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
He's that knows the dolphin, has the dolphin swim up to you, and it just right in front of you. You get to hold it. He takes a picture, and next couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You ever had a situation like that?
Did
Dolphin or not?
No dolphins involved. But so like for my 30th birthday, my present to myself was I spent 2.5 weeks backpacking around Brazil.
Oh,
just
wow.
by myself. Which forces you. I'm not the most outgoing person like in real life, so it forces you to talk to people though when you're in a country where you don't really know the language, you don't really know anybody.
Yeah.
So I met this couple. They were from San Antonio.
Okay.
And we just kind of became friends, and we hung out, and we did like some waterfalls and excursions, and like same thing. We took pictures together. We had a great couple days. We all had fun. And like now, I'm like, I kind of wish I had kept up with those folks, like kept their contact information or something.
For me, and because Marcus, I think I'm similar to you in this. I'm not going especially if I'm on vacation or something like that. I'm not chatting anybody up. Like we're gonna do our thing and whatnot. But every once in a while, when you play golf, it's just you and one other person. They're always going to send you out with another twosome if the golf course is crowded. And every once in a while, you end up really liking the people you're playing with, that they play similar to you, just as far as the speed. They like to drink. They like to play golf the way that you like to play golf. They're kind of hard to find really good fits like that. I just never know how to close the deal. Like, can I have your phone number? Like, it's just like, it's such a weird deal to say, hey. So it's always kind of one of those at the end where you're, hey, it's good to meet you. Thanks. Hey, I really enjoyed that. Hope to run into you again sometime. I'm waiting for them to hit it back at me because I'm never going to do it.
I have an answer. You need to carry cards. Hey, here's my card.
That's a good idea.
Here's my card.
That's a good idea. Yeah, call me if you ever want to play again. Okay.
Didn't we get cards last time we were at the golf course?
I probably have some cards.
There you go.
I probably have some.
Make up
dig
a
some
few
up
cards.
along the way.
There you go.
The NFL draft is coming up in just a couple of days. The Rams have the 13th pick, and now we might need a backup quarterback, too. That's all coming up. It's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mason in Ireland.
So at Pizza Hut in Canada, you now have an additional option. You can always get cheese in the crust, right? They are doing hot dogs in the crust. I think it's real.
I'd try it.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
If you're eating pizza, who the hell cares, right? Put as many toppings on as you want, as much cheese as you want.
Strongly
hot dogs
disagree.
And cheese in the crust. It doesn't matter. There's no such thing as healthy pizza.
Pizza is sacred. It's one of the most beautiful, wonderful creations that we have on this earth.
Okay.
Is pizza.
Yeah, I am pro evolution. I'm in favor of the evolving nature of pizza, which
what is
can now
enough,
include
Mason?
both
What is
cheese
enough?
and hot dogs in the crust.
So,
by the way, is there a better stoner food in the world than hot dog crust pizza?
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
All right, Southern California, it's time for the playoffs. If you're watching the game, make a full game day spread at Lazy Dog Restaurant. Burgers, wings, salads, and plenty of bites and small plates to share. Plus cold draft beer and cocktails for the table. And for anyone heading downtown, there's a Lazy Dog at LA Live, just steps from Crypto.com Arena. With locations across Southern California, it's an easy go-to for game day. Lazy Dog Restaurant, made for sharing. Visit LazyDogRestaurants.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
I love a good fruity cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You look like a fruity cocktail guy.
I will have one.
DeMarco and Travis is on right now.
Had a fruity cocktail yesterday, as a matter of fact.
You had a what?
A fruity cocktail. We just out of the imaging right there. We're just talking about
Nice.
my desire and appreciation for fruity cocktails.
What was the fruity cocktail?
I had a Paloma.
I think I've had one.
Yes.
Describe a Paloma.
Grapefruit, tequila. You can put squirt in it if you really want to go kind of OG.
Paloma.
Yeah,
They're good.
I sub out the squirt typically, but
Soda water.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
On the course or off the course?
off. We
Off
were
the
at the
course.
beach yesterday, just kind of hanging out a little bit.
Nice. That sounds like a
pretty
nice
good
beach
deal.
drink.
Pretty good deal.
Can you drink on your beach?
There's a bar on like right above the beach where you can
that's
stay in the little pen there. And you can do
okay.
whatever you want. Yeah, so we
See,
kind
if I ran for governor of California, I'd
That would be your platform.
drink on the beach. Yeah, there you go.
And then once the riots took place, what would your next be called? The National Guard?
Blame it on you.
Then we got to go from there. All right,
go.
let's start with this. There was a story out that Jimmy Garoppolo is considering retiring from football and going to do whatever it is he wants to go do next. Let's start with this. Are you surprised?
No, I had heard that. I think didn't we talk about that like last week? Or
You
week
mentioned
before?
it to me, yeah,
Matt,
that he was kind of on the fence.
That the Rams want him back. It's Jimmy Garoppolo is a great insurance policy.
Sure.
He's a former, dare I say, franchise quarterback for the Niners.
He took a team to the
He
Super
took a team
Bowl.
to the Super Bowl.
Better said.
Yeah.
He's a guy that you could turn the keys over to if you need to get past a month or 6 months if
Sure.
you needed to. So he's very valuable. They want him back. The only key was, are you interested in coming back? Do you want to play football? And he's been at it, 12 years
12
now?
years.
He's made a ton of money.
$156 million.
Yeah. He's a great-looking dude by what everybody else says. He's single. I mean, at some point, you're going to get tired of doing this football thing. A lot of guys retire at this age.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to go sail off into the sunset and become a yacht boy.
I won't say it.
I mean, look, when I first saw the story, I was like, oh, huh. And then I stopped to think about it for a second. I'm like, yeah, I could see that happening. I also do wonder. I mean, I know he's a free agent this year. I wonder if the Rams came to him and said, hey, look, we're thinking about drafting a quarterback. Do with that what you will. If you want to come back and we can make the numbers work, you're welcome back. But just know we got to start thinking about our future at that position. You know, Garoppolo's a free agent. Stetson Bennett has one more year on his deal. Matt Stafford's probably there, maybe 2 more years probably. At some point, they got to start making that plan. And I do wonder whether or not, Les Snead saying, hey, we're looking at quarterback in the draft and makes Jimmy go, you know what? It might be a good time to hang him up.
I keep coming back to what you said, DeMarco. And I hadn't really thought about that, Marcus. That's interesting to me, that maybe it's just one of these, I don't want to compete for this. If it's mine, I'll take it and I'll go do it. But maybe this is just a oversimplification. If I had 100, I would assume, and I know that it's not being a starting quarterback in the NFL, but he needs to prepare like a starting quarterback in the NFL because he could be in there in a hot second. He's been in the league a long time. Those are long days. They're hard days. Playing in that league is really, really difficult. It's potentially dangerous. I got nearly $60 million and I'm in my mid-30s. Man, I'm good. I don't want to go to work every day. I'm good. Check in with me in the middle of the season. If you need something, maybe we can talk about it. But, man, I'm peace out. I get it. It makes a ton of sense to me.
I think that's more of it. And I would say this about bringing in a guy to compete with Garoppolo. I don't think that competition would last very long. It's a 12-year guy. In this offense, it's going to take any young quarterback a year just to get the verbiage under his belt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to go play the season to boot. But I give him a lot of credit because his job last year was more than just backup. You know what his job was? Scare Matt Stafford into coming back.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, scare him into coming back. Like, the Rams' leverage was, if you want to hold us up, we're going to go to battle with Jimmy Garoppolo. His representation was like, we'll see. You go to camp, guess who looked good?
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Guess who came back? Matthew Stafford. And guess what happened? MVP year. That was his job. So that's what I mean. You'd want to have him come back. And it may not be a draft pick. It may be, I'm not coming back for that.
Right.
Yeah. If you bump that up a few mil,
then I'll think about it.
Absolutely. Right. And you'd be a fool not to. You can delay your boat trip, yacht sailing the world for another year. For premium backup dough.
I hear you, and I'm channeling my dad right now. Okay, I'm just going to do it because I tend to agree with what you said. But is there a meaningful difference between having $175 million and $170 million?
$5 million.
That's been my answer. But it's $5 million I'm never spending. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. That maybe this is I want a little more. Okay, and no judgment at all. But it's like,
but if you're going out and if you could call your shot and you're going out, this is going to be my last year playing football. You haven't said that publicly. You're told that to your representation. All right. Well, on the way out, let's get as much as we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of 10, we'll go after 12. You can always play for 10, but we might get 12 out of it. You know what I mean?
Let's assume that he decides he's not going to play anymore. He's done. He's going to go do Jimmy Garoppolo second half of his life. That's not football. What's the move? Do you have? You think they'd be comfortable turning it over to Stetson Bennett as the number 2 quarterback? Because from what I've seen, I would not be terribly comfortable with that.
Shout out to Stetson Bennett. The one thing in his corner is he's been here how long?
3 years.
He knows the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this, like I said, is learning the verbiage. And this is Sean McVay's 10 going in. Is he going into 10 or 11?
This will be number 10.
Okay, so he's getting long in the tooth, which means your patience is running thin. So I don't like teaching young quarterbacks. I like guys that know my offense.
At you saying Sean McVay getting long in the tooth,
he and Stetson Bennett are practically the same age.
Right. He's been doing this a long time, is what I'm saying. So you don't have to teach the offense to Stetson Bennett. He knows it, so he's got to jump on any rookie. But if you can improve upon a shorter quarterback or a more athletic guy, you may be interested.
And I just come to this. Like, clearly the Rams changed the way that they viewed the backup quarterback position the last 2 years. Prior to Jimmy Garoppolo being here, it was guys that
Rippin
and Perkins and Wolford and these guys.
They learned the lesson there.
And they weren't of NFL quality.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't. And so they're like, okay, if Matthew Stafford, who, by the way, closing in on 40 years old, if he goes down for the season, that's a totally different thing. But if he goes down for a month, 5 games, 6 games, Jimmy Garoppolo can keep us in this. He's a professional, long-term NFL quarterback. I don't know if I feel the same way about Stetson Bennett. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. I don't know. You got to go look somewhere else, right? You got to see what else is out there.
Yeah, we brought up the point. Isn't Anthony Richardson? He's not showing up to off-season workouts.
Yeah.
He wants to get moved, and there was a connection there going all the way back to when the Rams played them in Indy.
Yeah, he was great, and then he was terrible, and then he was great again.
Yeah, just people want to see what McVay would do with a mobile style quarterback.
Yeah,
and this was the point that it was Mace that was making the point. Even if he's your backup and Stafford doesn't miss a beat, I bet you still have a plan for him if he's on your roster, especially when you got to the red zone. All that stuff that the Rams struggled to do in the postseason, scoring from
the 2-yard line
and goal to go.
Yeah.
Absolutely bring in the hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring in Anthony Richards. That changes things.
That's an interesting weapon to have a guy that can come in and be like your goal line quarterback, for lack of a better description.
Right.
But what if I need to use him as a quarterback?
I think that's where the issue is. Like,
right.
If it's a thing where Stafford's out, hey, he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, I don't feel great about Anthony Richardson keeping the car on the road for a month. Yeah, as opposed to...
I don't know. I mean, he was good until he wasn't. And all I heard about him was he can handle it. He's very smart. The kid can, like you said, he can hit the 3-pointer but can't hit a layup.
Yeah.
So there's some work to be done. Maybe it could be coaching. Look at Daniel Jones.
It absolutely could be.
Yeah.
And
you're going to get that here.
I'm open to all possibilities. One of those possibilities is he's not very good. And I don't know. I'm saying the other possibility could be he could be very good and he needs a better opportunity, needs better coaching, but the fact that the Colts moved off of him as quickly as they did gives me pause.
But he got hurt, remember? Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah.
But they moved off him even before he got hurt.
I think the Colts have botched it with him because they drafted him knowing he was a project. Because he didn't play a lot in college.
No.
And it was like they drafted him, they threw him in the fire, it looked bad immediately, and they freaked out and they pulled the plug. When everybody sort of knew there was a good chance that it was always going to look like that when you put him in there. So maybe some of it is on Richardson. I think some of it is just the Colts just really screwed the whole situation up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess a veteran, or are you looking to draft? Because if
I don't like anything in the draft. There's nothing in the draft that makes my socks rolls up and down.
There's nobody left in free agency. That's going to get you going either.
If you're looking in the draft, that keeps Stetson Bennett on the roster.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
The rookie's not going to be the backup.
Not to a guy that's been around the block as many times.
You can bring back John Wolford. He's a free agent.
Rookie's not going to be the backup.
I wonder if there isn't I know he just signed in Vegas to kind of mentor Fernando Mendoza, but a Cousins type guy that, okay, here, let me throw this out there. You ready? What about Russell Wilson?
I knew it. I knew it. Before you said
you've heard me say
he's going to say Russell.
I am not a Russell Wilson fan at all.
Can Russ and Stafford coexist in the same quarterback
have
room?
to understand
as long as
down.
Russell understood Stafford is the guy. If he understands you are a true backup, then absolutely yes.
Do you doubt that?
No, I mean I think he could. I think Russell could conform to that. Yeah, it'd be awkward. It'd be weird.
To me, the problem would be not Russell not acquiescing. I think he'd do that.
Okay.
The problem is if you did lose Stafford and you had success with Russell, I think he'd make a stink about giving it back.
I got my MVP back. Sit down. That doesn't seem complicated.
Well, what if you've gone 4-0 and you've scored 70 points a game?
Yeah, but if they go 4-0, I'm putting my quarterback back in there.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
I know. That's the only time that becomes an issue to me. Besides the day you sign
as
him.
much as I roll my eyes every time I hear the name Russell Wilson, who is the most eye-rolly guy that you're going to run into.
Mm-hmm. Now there's a need.
I would much rather have him as the guy that I got to play 3 weeks in a row than Stetson Bennett or some rookie that we just drafted and is just learning how to do it.
It could be a possibility. You're going to need a veteran backup, but it's early in the year. We'll see what happens when guys start getting cut. Some guys may be out there. You never know.
So every single mock that I've looked at over the last couple of days, lemon to the Rams at 13. Obviously, nobody knows anything, but you were saying earlier that you think the first 3 picks are kind of chalky.
Yeah.
And then after that is when the draft really starts.
I think the draft starts at 4 with the Titans. Do they take Love or do they take Sonny Styles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen a lot of Jeremiah Love going
too.
To Tennessee.
I don't mind taking a running back at 4. I know a lot of people like Field Yates, the smart guys.
It's not the thing. It's not the thing to do nowadays. It's not the popular move.
But I'm only drafting running backs with the thought of using them for 4 to 5 years.
It's got to hit. It's got to hit. And it's got to hit right away.
I think it will with him. He's got talent.
He's really, really good.
I think he's the second best player in the draft. He's just a running back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's where the draft starts. And I think that's where things get weird, especially now that the Giants have the 10th pick when they traded Dexter Lawrence. There's going to be a lot more movement coming.
You think they're trading?
A lot of trading. I think Dallas is going to move up from where they are to take one of those defensive players before they're all off the board.
I wonder if there's like a Micah Parsons type in this draft for the Cowboys.
Sonny Styles.
It'd be weird.
Arvell Reese. Yeah.
Cowboys could use a guy like Micah Parsons. It's kind of wild, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they could take up that's bad to say. The most Dallas Cowboy defensive player on the board right now.
Bain.
Desmond Bain. Right. Yeah. Desmond Bain is the most Cowboy guy out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just and he would be so grateful you drafted him there. He'd give you everything he's got.
What do you think what's more likely? The Rams pick somebody at 13 or they do something else? Move up, move down, trade back, or pick?
I'm going with the chalk. I think they're going to stay at 13, and I think they'll have their choice of their guy. I think Lemon's going to be there.
You do?
I really do. I don't think the run on receivers is going to start early. I think it starts around 12 or 13, which puts you right in the mix. You'll have a chance to get if that's where they're going, if that's what stacking their board is.
Do they take Lemon because they think Lemon is the best player on the board, or do you take Lemon because of all of the things we've been talking about for weeks that, it kind of puts a little leverage on Puka. You kind of get a little Devontae Adams insurance. You get another playmaker. It's a local guy. All of this sort of stuff, or is he just, look, this is the best guy left on the board. We're taking him.
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think they all sort of apply there because, the comp I keep seeing for Mekhi Lemon is kind of like an Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I think he crushes in this Rams offense. You put him there. You put Puka. Put him with Puka and Devontae Adams. I think he absolutely crushes. And whenever it's time to move on from Devontae Adams, he's got that year or two of experience under his belt. He slides in. And at the same time, to your point, it puts a little pressure on Puka to make sure, hey, man, we need to keep you in line and make sure everything's cool. Otherwise, we got a guy who could very easily – we saw Puka come in and basically help usher Cooper Kupp out the door. What's to say the same thing can't happen to Puka Nacua?
True. And Matthew Stafford is known for making new toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All it takes is for him to look that way instead of that way. So
If you're a wide receiver going into this draft, you are hitting your knees every night hoping that you end up with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Both of them, because they're going to, like you said, you look at it, and I'll give a little more credit to Stafford in this one, because this goes all the way back to Detroit. If you play on his team, you're going to put up bananas numbers, whether it's Puka, whether it's Calvin Johnson, whether it's Cooper Kupp. If you're with this guy, get ready to catch the ball.
I wouldn't be shocked if Terrence Ferguson was pushing for 1,000 yards next year.
You've said that a few times. You're big on him this year.
He was that close last season. He just didn't know what he didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he knows. And Stafford knows what he can do. I think that kid's going to be a weapon.
Would there be a similar learning curve for a wide receiver, or is tight end different? Like if you brought in Lemon, or for half the year, we're like, hey, come on, let's go. Because Ferguson barely played through the first part of the season.
That's the thing. It depends, and I assume they did their homework that he could handle the offense.
Yeah.
When Stafford adjusts, the first two guys that have to adjust are the other receivers. And you can't have busts. That's why some guys didn't make it on the field, like a Van Jefferson. Remember that?
Sure.
Or a Sammy Watkins. It wasn't that they weren't talented. It's that they would miss checks. With this guy, he's checking all the time. So that's always an issue. But as far as talent, you can always plug it in. Just line up outside the numbers and go.
Yeah.
Or do it like Amon-Ra St. Brown. We'll scheme you open on you on this screen, this tunnel screen, and it's you and go. You know what I mean? Easy stuff. The stuff that you could not do with Tutu Atwell, I guess.
No, Tutu gets splattered in the middle of the field.
But the same stuff. That stuff, those loose play guys, that job is open in this team, this football team.
This is kind of, fantasy land. Let's say Puka has an offseason that's just whisper quiet. Nothing. Just
he showed up for day one.
Yeah.
He's here.
Just nothing, right? There's no TMZ. There's no nothing. He just finished the season, and we haven't said his name once other than, wow, he's going to get real rich real fast, right?
Yeah.
Do they still think about taking a wide receiver, or was his off-the-field stuff kind of the impetus for all of this?
If you turn his offseason upside down, you're probably talking about a tackle.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's a no-brainer. They're about to take Maui Noah or this guy. Yeah, you would supplement your offensive line and not think about your receiving core. But now you'd have to think about your receiving core.
Yeah, it's crazy how quickly that changes with just a couple of, questionable decisions. And now all of a sudden, instead of getting some depth at tackle, and not that you wouldn't get a good player wide receiver, but now I kind of have to do this for not just to get the extra weapon, but to try to knock that other piece back in place.
Just in case. I mean, the last thing you want is to be less explosive going into this year because you got momentum. Seattle is defending champ in your division, and you were that close. So you don't want to take a step backwards anywhere. So if you might have question marks about Puka, you got a first-round pick, load the room with one.
Well, and you're also in a division that is just a dogfight, man. I mean, you said you got the defending champions there. We'll see what the 49ers are. The Cardinals are probably going to be a little better, you'd think, this year. So, yeah, you can't stand still just because everybody else looks like they're moving forward right now.
Yeah.
ESPN LA is live from the Rams block party at Hollywood Park in Inglewood. That's this Thursday and Friday, day 1 and 2 of the draft. You can catch Mason and Ireland and our show, the DeMarco and Travis show, as we break down what moves the Rams will make and how the draft will shape the season. Plus, you can enjoy the fanfare with rides, games, and nonstop Rams vibes all weekend, benefiting the Rams Foundation. Join us for draft party only with ESPN LA, home of the LA Rams. Am I crazy?
I was about to snap in this room just to let you know. I just put all the stuff down, all my armaments. Because I was going to throw things at you. If you said take Ty Simpson at 13.
No.
I'm just, Travis, we're on the radio. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If one of you guys in this room said take Ty Simpson at 13, I was going to lose my banana.
Do you think he sneaks into the first round?
Towards
they
the end.
Always do.
There's always one.
There's
always one.
Yeah.
Some quarterback needy team, if they said we're going to get him in the second round, bet they get nervous and say, just move up and take him now.
He may not be there. So let's go do it. I've told you guys my crazy quarterback draft theory before, right?
No.
Take one every year. Take one in the late rounds every year.
I don't think that's crazy at all.
Every year, take one, and maybe you get a Brock Purdy. In the 7th round, I got a guy that can be my quarterback, and I get to use him. Maybe it's a backup. Maybe it's as your older player is cycling out, you get this guy in there. And I'm not saying it's a great plan, but isn't that risk worth that maybe I find a depth piece at linebacker or something like that?
I love the way you're thinking. The only problem is, like some year we got 7 picks.
Yeah.
And we need all 7 guys to hit. You
fair
know
enough.
what I mean?
Maybe it's one of these, if you have a full complement of your picks, or maybe even a little more than a full complement, let's just keep trying to catch lightning in a bottle. I'm not going to try to do it in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, but 6th, 7th round, look, yeah, take that kid.
Would you take the Pavia kid at the end of the draft or a priority free agent? He's only 5'8".
He's little. No, I'm staying away from little quarterbacks.
Yeah. Even on a flyer, if you're loaded in the room.
Yeah.
Just to see what would happen?
Nah, he'll be a free agent. Somebody will sign him.
Of course.
He'll be in camp somewhere, but I don't think I use the draft on him.
You better learn Canadian.
Yeah.
Hey? There you go.
Wouldn't touch that with a 10-meter pole. Yeah. You guys were talking about the division, and obviously Seahawks are the defending champion. Am I crazy? I still think that every year it still runs through San Francisco. Even if the Rams have the best team, which I think they might, even if the defending champ is in your division, which they are, I still think it goes through San Francisco.
I'm with you, and there's only one reason. Shanahan.
Yeah.
For some reason, they haven't figured the guy out yet.
I don't look at the Seahawks and think, yeah, this is the team you have to deal with for the next 3 to 5 years.
Why?
It's just there's nothing about it. I mean, like, look, I like Sam Darnold.
There you go.
I like Sam Darnold, but,
they got a great defense.
They do have a great defense, but you want me to believe that Sam Darnold can do what he did last year and do it again? Like, I'm not.
Yes, he
again,
just did
fight on forever around these parts, but
Are
like
you
I
crazy?
just
He's
I'm with
defending
Marcus.
champ.
I know.
It's fine.
Respect him.
So is Trent Dilfer. So is Brad Johnson. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes a guy, and I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. He is, but he doesn't scare me the way that other guys scare me. And if I got to go in there and give it a shot against a Sam Darnold-led team, okay, let's see what we got. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but if you said to me, I got to go beat Patrick Mahomes, I got to go beat Josh Allen, I got to go beat Joe Burrow, it's like, oh boy, okay. And I get it. There's only a handful of those guys.
Sam Darnold's the type of dude, if he goes back-to-back and they win 2 in a row, wouldn't be shocked.
Then I will eat those words.
Me too.
If they miss the playoffs next year, I wouldn't be shocked. Right.
Yes.
I'm right. I get where you guys are going. Yes.
And Marcus, you're out of your mind if you think Arizona is going to be better because they're Arizona.
That's true. You know what? That's fair.
That's just if Arizona was 8-0, I'd be like, nope.
No, it's going to fall apart.
Something's going to happen.
It's going to fall apart.
I'd like to see what he can do with Arizona.
I don't think it's the coach. I think it's in the building. I think it's in the walls.
Well, 2 things that they got right. 1, new coach, fresh blood. Number 2, Kyler's not
Murray.
No Murray.
Yeah.
Now you're back to basic football again. We'll see. Because it's not like they've been bad at talent acquisition.
No, but there are just some teams that you can almost take to the – just like you always know the Steelers, the Packers, the Rams, they're always going to be – the Niners, they're always going to be pretty good, right? Maybe they're not the best team in the league, but rarely are they going to stink. And then there's the Browns, the Raiders, the Cardinals. Like, until they are in the playoffs, I'm going to assume they stink.
But we were alive when New England sucked.
True.
And Green Bay was an afterthought.
100%. And Green Bay was a bad team. But think about this. How long into the Brady era before you're like, uh-oh? It wasn't after the first year.
Yeah,
it was
second Super Bowl.
After a couple, it's like, oh boy, they might have something here. And then they did it for 20 years in a row. But
then they were bad for 20 minutes, and now they're back in the Super Bowl again. Granted, I know the schedule wasn't great, and this year will be a litmus test, I think, for the Patriots.
I think it is a sobering wake-up call for what they're about to walk into.
You remember when the Raiders were good?
Barely.
Woo.
Barely.
It's been a minute, right? Wow.
Barely.
Right. It's been
barely.
It's been a while. I'm trying to think who was
one of my. You have those moments when you're like, I could have really been harmed. The last time I really had one of those moments, I remember being in a sports bar in Stockton, California, for the Tuck Rule game.
Oh, really?
And I really didn't have a rooting interest. I was just out having an afternoon, and I could feel the mood really shifting, and I was like, we should probably get the check and go.
Yeah.
That was 2000? 2001?
2002.
Okay, 2002.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We should probably, with my roommate, I'm like, we should probably get the check and go.
That's a quarter century ago.
Yeah.
They've been bad for a long time. Yeah. Like, that was when they, Gruden was there. They had a good team.
That was Gannon?
Yeah.
That was Rich Gannon.
That was, that was sort of the beginning of the Patriots dynasty, and the Raiders kind of had it going, and that was kind of the end of it for them.
That's true. That's very.
They went in opposite directions
4 years ago.
That's what I mean.
That's a long time.
So some 20-year-old is like, the Raiders are actually good. Nah. At one point, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I've seen the Rockies play in the World Series, so anything is possible.
I thought about that. I was like, the Rockies did play in a World Series.
They did. They got crushed by the Red Sox.
We saw that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Top athletes, big moments, one night. The OC Sports Award, June 18th in Angel Stadium, hosted by this guy right here, me, Travis Rogers. Celebrate greatness and be part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. You can get your tickets right now at the ocsportsawards.org. I'm very much looking forward to that, and I might tell a story or two about you when I'm up on stage.
Oh, no, please don't.
I got to figure out which ones I want.
Well, run them by me first.
We'll collab. We'll collab, and we'll figure some stuff out. You mentioned it earlier, DeMarco. The Lakers obviously got off to a great start, but Mr. Wembanyama looked like he means business. We'll talk a little bit about Wemby in that opening round of the playoffs. It's all coming up. It's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here on a Monday on ESPN LA.
It's a midweek battle in the heart of Los Angeles. LAFC returned to BMO Stadium with one mission: bounce back in front of the black and gold faithful.
BMO Stadium is absolutely rocking!
Standing in their way, the Colorado Rapids, looking to spoil the night in the City of Angels.
It's a golazo from David Martinez!
LAFC battle the Rapids. Coverage begins Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Call Jacob. Hey, Cappy, listen, you get into an action, you call Jacob at 800-345-6789, and there's steps to this. Step 1, get safe.
Yeah, step 2, get medical care.
Step 3, document everything.
Step 4, do not guess what you should say to insurance companies.
No, and step 5, count on Jacob.
Count on Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
One name sounds Mick Cronin. You know, the other guy just sounds pleasant. That's the man.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I get it, but if I have a chance to play for somebody else who I think is a better coach, I would go play for that guy.
But Mick Cronin versus Dusty May, it sounds mean, right? Like Mick Cronin versus Dusty May. Right? It's like that coach right there, that's Mick Cronin, and he's mean. And then there's Dusty May, and he's just so little dusty and just in May, the flowers in May, sunshine in spring.
Dusty May
right?
did
what is that
voice?
FAU. I don't know. Mick Cronin. You know, the other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty May. That's all I'm saying. That's why.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events.
Baby, let's cruise.
You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
Yo, this is Jerry Garcia. It's your boy Concrete. And you're listening live to the 710 ESPN Radio, the best show, 3 to 6, DeMarco and Travis live.
Let's go. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
My Ducks tonight, opening game 1 of their playoff series against the Edmonton Oilers instead of the Kings. The Ducks get to deal with them. Kings did not fare particularly well in their opening game, but you never know, DeMarco. The Lakers shocked the world, so I'm optimistic that the
Lakers did not shock the world. The shock was Kevin Durant missing the game. That was the shock.
I was shocked they won anyway. The Rockets did everything better than the Lakers other than make shots, and so I'm pleased they won because it doesn't matter how you won, but I was still really surprised that they were able to win the game.
Shocked the world, then I guess the Rockets let the world down because KD was out. And if KD remains out, then the Lakers are going to win the series.
You think so?
Because they have LeBron. They have the best player on the floor. And I don't see anybody else from Houston stepping up into the one role and making up for Durant.
I think Şengün will be a lot better even if Durant's not there. He was not great. I thought Ayton did a really good job on him. We know that DeAndre Ayton's ability to be good day after day after day is questionable. I don't think Luke Kennard's dropping 27 points again. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of stuff broke the Lakers' way.
True. And I know, the Rockets are going to be better on Tuesday. We know this. Yeah. But so are the Lakers.
I hope so.
They're going to watch the same film.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think one of the things that was been constant is the Rockets are a better rebounding team. I think they're going to shoot better. Again, it's just you close that gap between the 37% for the Rockets, the 60% for the Lakers. That in and of itself closes that 9-point gap just alone. And if the Rockets continue to just live on the glass, if they continue to force turnovers, the Lakers could be better. But if the Rockets play the way they can, and they have KD, you're pushing a boulder uphill.
Yeah, I keep coming back to the same thing, that the Rockets are not going to shoot 37%. If they shoot 43%, the Lakers lose. And I think they're going to shoot a lot better than that. So, look, who knows? Maybe it's not Luke Kennard getting 27. Maybe it's Rui Hachimura has 28 points, and the game just turns on its head. But they're going to need some help from somebody that's not LeBron James, who was, to your point, Marcus, I thought it was very, very good, but it wasn't like jaw-droppingly, I can't believe what I'm looking at. It's just he was just rock solid.
And that was the conversation, I think, heading into the game, was that if the Lakers are going to advance past this round, you are going to need prime Cavaliers LeBron. And that, I mean, he was good, but he was not that on Saturday.
So prime Cavaliers LeBron we've all saw that. Are we entering an era where we're going to talk about seeing prime San Antonio Wemby?
Yes.
That
I think so.
Yeah. That are we already there? Is he already the best player in the league?
I don't think he's waiting. I think he's ready to take over. He's got the ability to do so. They tried to beat him up.
Yeah.
They did. And when they did that, he just started to run end to end. So he's got answers for everything you can do. And like you said, was that you, DeAndre? When you see a big dude like that taking people off the dribble, and you can shoot like that from beyond the arc, that almost makes you unstoppable. What are you looking at?
I don't know.
Oh, you're staring at me.
AK's in here.
Oh.
And he said, just remember, this is the worst of Wemby you're going to see.
Oh, the worst of Wemby you're going to see. Okay. I thought DeAndre put the shirt back on. I did.
This is the crappy version of Wemby.
Okay.
Saying.
Well, here's the other thing, right? Talking about the Lakers and getting past Houston, and then you're going to run into a wall either way with San Antonio or the Thunder. Did they win? The Thunder beat the Suns by 35 points?
Yeah.
And SGA didn't play the fourth.
No, they're the best team, but I keep coming back to this. I'm not so sure, and especially because everything with Victor Wembanyama that I think kind of jumps out at me, never mind that he's 7.5 feet tall, never mind that he's got a handle and he can shoot a three and he can run the floor and he's the best, literally a unanimous defensive player of the year, which he won today. It's the attitude. It's the fierceness that he brings. He seems to be apart from the rest of the NBA in the sense that a lot of the NBA is very jocular and these guys get along and they know each other. And Wembanyama was like, no, man, I'm here to take souls. I'm here to be your worst nightmare. I'm not
Scorpion King.
Right. And I think that is going to serve him exceptionally well. And I think he's talented enough to win any single game that he plays in almost by himself. And he's on a good team.
I don't know what player podcast I was listening to when they were gauging, some former player fresh off the floor said he'd be shocked if 50% of the NBA loved to play basketball. And that was the whole part of their discussion.
That would seem high to me, but I'd listen to 30%, maybe 25.
So you think
seems
it's
high.
less?
I think it's much that loves to or doesn't love to.
Loves to play basketball.
I think probably somewhere between 75 to 95% of the guys love to play basketball.
Even that's a shame. That's terrible. But to your point, I think Wemby's one of those guys that loves to play basketball
I do too.
and loves to win. Like
Let's
whatever you
compete.
don't want. If you don't want to be a franchise guy, you don't want to be the face of the NBA. Oh, I want all of it.
Which I think makes him different than, say, Jokic. Because I think Nikola Jokic likes basketball. He doesn't like all the ancillary stuff around it. He doesn't want to do media. He doesn't want to all the – he just like, if he could just roll the ball out and he plays 4 quarters and he goes home and he does stuff with his horses, like that's kind of all he really wants to do.
I could see Wemby doing Space Jam 3.
But I
Wemby
can't see
wants Jokic doing Space Jam.
Right, but Wemby wants all of it. He wants the on-court stuff. He wants the off-court stuff. I mean, he wants to be the face of the league at some point.
And I think it's going to happen, and it may happen as soon as this year. I wouldn't pick them to win the title this year, but if they won the title this year, I'm not going to pick my jaw up off the floor. I think that we're getting there, and he is what you described. He is happy to take on whatever you want to give him. You want me to be the de facto leader of this whole league? Fine, I'll do it. You want me to wear a black hat on any given night? Fine, I'll do it. Like he is comfortable in all of these different roles, and the best part, I think, he's fortunate. He landed in a place that knows winning. I know they hadn't been good in a while, but they're not unfamiliar with how to build a winning culture. They're not unfamiliar with how to surround their star players with the right supporting cast, and they're starting to do it already. It's not just that they have a great player and, oh, boy, just wait till they get some. No. They got a good team around him already.
Yeah.
OKC is historically good.
Oh, my God.
And yet San Antonio is just a hair behind them.
Right, because of him.
They're right there, and head-to-head, they've actually beaten Oklahoma City quite a bit this year's season. So, I mean, the Thunder are the favorite, but Wembanyama is the ultimate eraser. He can fix all of that.
Would you be surprised if Wemby comes to L.A. in 2028 and France wins the gold medal in basketball?
No.
Because for years it was
he nearly beat him in 24.
Right. I mean, if LeBron and Steph don't go sort of nuclear in those games, then the French are the Olympic champions. I mean, it used to be an upset if the U.S. didn't win. Like, I don't know, depending on who we put together on our team, if France wouldn't be the favorite in 2028 because in large part because of Wembanyama.
If he continues to improve at the rate that he's improved since coming into the league over the next 2 years.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah. To your point, Marcus, I don't even think it wouldn't be a surprise. Wouldn't be so sure they're not the favorite. Assuming they've got 4 or 5 other guys that are at least of NBA quality. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that they do, right? The Gebre Selassie guy or whatever. I'd like to find 2 or 3 more of those guys for the next round of it because he was terrific the last time through. But what do you do with a 7'6" guy who can shoot threes and run the court and plays defense like his life depended on it?
Me? Foul the crap out of him.
Yeah. He can make his free throws.
Foul.
Yeah.
Robert Horry foul. Send him into the press box.
I mean, how do you defend him, right? Because if you are tall enough to challenge his shot, he's probably fast enough to go around you. Mm-hmm. If you are quick enough to maybe stay with him on the perimeter, he just shoots over the top of you. Like what? If you dropped him into a game in the 60s, he'd be accused of witchcraft.
He would be.
He would be accused of witchcraft. That's it.
I think the only guy that would bump heads with him is Jokic. And I think Jokic would torture him on the other end.
Yeah, look, Jokic is going to get his buckets no matter what. He's one of the great offensive players ever, so he's going to figure that out along the way. I kind of going back to what you said, Marcus. I wish there was a way, Fred. We're talking about Wembanyama right now, who's a unicorn. We're looking at Shohei Ohtani on the TV, who's a unicorn. Like, if there was, and I don't know if this is an AI thing or something, I want to see Victor Wembanyama play in the 1970s NBA.
Yeah.
I want to see Shohei Ohtani hit off the pitching from the 1970s in Major League Baseball. I want to see a hitter face Mason Miller and go like, What is that? What exactly am I looking at? Look, we're all older guys now, not old, but older, like we've seen other generations. And I remember, I'm sure your dad might have, these guys are different. And back in the day, it's like, okay, fine. But Nobody did this kind of stuff.
Nobody did this.
Nobody did this.
Bring Jim Brown's ass on too. Yeah. Let's see if you can do this.
Yeah.
With us. Yeah.
Come on. Let's see. Let's put a Ray Lewis on the other side and see how that works out.
Right.
Yeah,
you can run over everybody again.
Yeah, I feel like Ray Lewis could have been okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have figured some stuff out.
That's Ronnie Lott back there. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think Aaron Donald could have run him down. Just turn him loose.
There you go.
Yeah, no disrespect to Jim and the other great, but it's like, I don't know.
220-pound guard.
When J.J. Redick was talking about plumbers and electricians, I was kind of like, a little bit.
Right.
Great in any era would be great. You put Magic Johnson in here, he's great. You put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's great. But the rank and file, a little different.
I mean, just talk about Aaron Donald, right? Like,
oh God, you wouldn't know what to do. Yeah.
No, I mean seriously, like if
that would be funny.
I remember my dad talking about Fran Tarkenton, right? But like Aaron Donald's running this guy down.
Yes.
He's just chasing him down.
Marcus, help me with something here. I don't know the ruling on this. If Shohei reaches via error, does that count as his on?
It does not. I asked about that a couple nights ago.
Does it what?
Keep his on-base streak alive.
No.
Because he's on first base, but it's error on the pitcher.
You don't get credit for being on first base?
Not because of an
hit,
error.
walk, or HBP,
because
right?
I don't think it was yesterday, maybe it was Saturday. He reached on an error. He reached on a catcher's interference. He ended up getting a hit like in the 8th or 9th inning, and that kept the streak going because otherwise it would have been
fielder's
over.
choice, all that stuff doesn't count.
Does not count.
Okay. So he's still on the clock.
Yep.
He's still on the clock. He's only got on base every game for like 2 months of baseball.
He's at 51 officially.
51.
Yeah.
He and Wemby are on another planet.
They really are.
They're on different planets.
They really are.
Than everyone else.
I'm trying to think who's the football? Who's the football Ohtani Wemby? The one that's like, I don't get what is it Mahomes? Or he's just really, really good. He's like we've seen good before.
I don't know that we have one right now.
Yeah.
I would have picked Myles Garrett, but he's on a team that doesn't matter. Like he is unblockable.
He is unblockable, but we've seen other unblockable. Reggie White was unblockable. Like we've seen it before. We've never seen.
There might not be a football equivalent.
It's hard in
guys.
football, because everything is you have your thing that you are so specialized in.
Well, he didn't win it all. Josh Allen or Lamar at one point.
Lamar, I think, is more singular than Josh Allen.
The Josh Allen we saw here at SoFi that one time.
Good.
Oh,
okay, do I need to remind you the Lamar we saw at the Coliseum?
True.
Yeah, that was like I don't know. Shut down the league. I don't know what to do with that.
Yes,
that was the most incredible performance I've ever seen. Up next, a little shop talk straight ahead on the DeMarco and Travis show on a Monday with Marcas Grant.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
Don't you think that if they could figure out a way to steal this one series against Houston, that would at least end the season on a high note?
100%. I mean, if they win the series, LeBron's got to really go.
It would be one of the great cherries on top to the end of LeBron's career.
It would be an unbelievable accomplishment.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installations with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
We're all here. We're all ready to go again.
What's happening? How's your butt?
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
All right, a little shop talk to close the show today. I want to start with this. We usually start with the birthdays, but I want to jump right to an on this date. On this date, April 20th, 1986, Chicago
20th?
guard. Yes.
86, okay.
Okay, so think NBA playoffs.
We're 15. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Michael Jordan scored an NBA playoff record 63 points, but the Bulls lost a double OT game to the Celtics 135-131.
I remember this.
Jordan shot 22 of 41 from the field, 19 of 21 from the free throw line, breaking Elgin Baylor's previous marks of 61 points in a playoff game. It also, after the game, Boston's Larry Bird shook his head and proclaimed that was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
I remember this. Was that year 2 for him?
86. No, I think he came in 84. Oh, so maybe.
So
maybe. Yeah.
I still remember like the old heads of my family saying, he's a flash from the pan.
He's
never going to be. He shoots too much.
I remember reading the box scores and just seeing every night. It just seemed like he was scoring 50, 55. The Bulls were losing, but I would just, this is back when you were reading box scores out of the newspaper and just seeing his point totals every night.
Well, keep in mind, in 86, they lost that game, right? He sets the record. It's like, well, see, one guy, he just scores a lot of points.
I remember
it's
that.
Like, yeah, but did you watch what he just did? Like
63.
I get it. The Bulls weren't very good at this point, but the entire Celtic team was trying to defend him, and they couldn't do it.
Touch him.
Yeah, the Celtics were an incredible team at that time. That was something else.
That was the jewelry, Michael Jordan, wasn't it? When he was still wearing chains?
The chain, yeah. And had the really short haircut, not the bald
before
Mike.
He let it go.
You wish you could go back and watch that all over again for the first time and not know what was coming. Because once he broke through against the Lakers, that was it. It's like that.
Yeah.
We're done. There's nothing to do here. If he's in the playoffs, he's going to win the whole thing.
Yep,
he's going to win the whole darn
Get ready for
thing.
Wemby.
Some birthdays. Shamar Moore turns 56 years old today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
I figured that was on there for you.
See?
Yeah. That's another one, though, like Jimmy G. I get it.
See, Jimmy G, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get Jimmy G.
Yeah. Pretty good-looking guy. Luther Vandross would have been celebrating a birthday today.
Wow. That first album.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that Skinny Luther?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That first album was perfect.
Carmen Electra turns 54 today.
Weren't we just talking about? We were just talking about her.
Carmen Electra.
Do you want to tell them the story, or should we tell them? We'll tell it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll tell it tomorrow.
We got time. We got 4 minutes.
Tomorrow.
I guess.
Okay, I was telling him. What were we saying? Like about?
Okay, we're talking about Ime Udoka, and I was like, how did he fumble Nia Long?
Oh yeah,
right. And I told him a story I heard from Dennis Rodman because I was on him about Carmen Electra. Like, wow, like fanboy. And he's like, dude, show me a good-looking girl. I'll show you a guy that's blankety blank.
Yeah.
And we got in the elevator and we said the same thing. A guy we're riding up with, we didn't even know, said the same thing.
It's an old quote. Yeah,
right.
Yes.
The first time I heard it was him.
Rodman?
Was Rodman. I didn't know it was widely used.
Dennis has got deep philosophical
Who
thoughts,
knew?
apparently.
Right.
Who knew?
If I just said to you, you might know, I'm thinking, whoa.
Joey Lawrence.
There you go.
Yeah. Whoa.
I had a class with him my freshman year of college.
No way.
It was Cinema 190 at USC, which is like one of those classes where like everybody takes. And I remember like it's one of those like basic, whatever. It's a screw around class. You show up, you watch a movie, you write one paper at the semester. He went on I think Leno and said, "Oh, I'm a freshman at USC. I'm taking this really tough class called Cinema 190. The next week we show up to class, and the teacher says, before we see the movie, he says, "You're going to take a lot of classes here at USC. I never want to see one of my students go on national TV and say this is the hardest class they are taking."
Oh, wow.
And everybody immediately, like we all knew who it was.
Way to go, Joey.
Good job, Joey.
Well, happy birthday to him. He's 50 years old today.
Who was Woe from?
Him.
Him.
What was
Blossom?
Blossom.
Okay,
Blossom.
thank you. Okay.
That's a pretty good Joey Lawrence
Thanks.
right there. George Takai, 89 years old today.
Mr. Sulu.
Mr. Sulu. Crispin Glover, 62 years old today.
George McFly?
George McFly.
Did you see his Letterman appearance?
He's infamous Letterman appearance.
He's a little bit of a different dude.
That kick came really close.
It came really close.
Really close.
Really close. National Cheddar Fries Day today. Will you be observing?
I am not a cheddar fry guy.
Really?
I don't like French fries are fine the way they
Just
are.
the salt?
No.
Just the salt and maybe some ketchup. That's
I'm with
it.
you on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
There you go.
You're not one of those people that likes to turn your nachos into nacho fries with fries instead of chips?
Nachos are fine on their own.
Marcus?
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with it. It's not maybe a go-to, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Fries
Send
with
'em over here.
stuff on it, for lack of better terms than another word, is amazing.
Yep. I'm with you.
How do you feel about
Yeah.
poutine?
They made fun. So we were drafting foods on one of our days. And I
Okay.
picked poutine. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
Poutine is good.
It's amazing. It's
great.
gravy on French fries with cheese
With
curds.
cheese. Like, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's the answer to that. Absolutely nothing. It is National, DeMarco, you're going to like this one.
Yeah.
It's National Look-alike Day, like Roki Sasaki and Willem Dafoe.
Oh, there
You
it
can't
is.
unsee it now, can you? You can't
I
unsee
don't
it.
like that it's as close as it actually.
1 minute.
The Dodgers are losing to the Rockies again, 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. So baseball's so weird.
It is.
It is so weird, man. 1912, the opening day for Tiger Stadium in Detroit and Fenway Park in Boston. And Fenway, Wrigley, and Dodger Stadium, the three oldest ballparks in the major leagues.
Yeah. Have you been to Fenway?
I have.
It's okay.
Small.
Okay, so here's the thing. I really liked Fenway. Not a huge fan of Wrigley
See,
Field.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I love Wrigley, and I was not a huge fan of Fenway.
Yeah, Wrigley was... It's okay. It's really
love
small
Wrigley.
and uncomfortable.
It's very small. It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It's charming. But I felt like Fenway's only cool because it's old. Like that's what it had going for it.
I had really good seats at Fenway, so
Okay.
I had a great time. I've only been the one time, and it was really super fun. Have you been to Fenway Park?
Once.
Yeah?
I
And?
was okay.
Just okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lakers Talk with AK. Andy Kamenetsky is coming up next. We will all see you tomorrow. Marcus, great job today.
Appreciate it.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs roll on, and the intensity is rising.
Stolen by LeBron. LeBron on a breakaway. Slam dunk.
The Los Angeles